There we go. I have to hit go live on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna go over all the stuff that I just said or not. But oh well. It
Nope,
was
it's not.
it was a chill introduction. You guys, I didn't hit go live on YouTube. Um, there's a go live button on OBS that I thought connected to YouTube, but it doesn't. You live and you learn. You guys just miss me dancing and miss me telling you about my morning. That's about it. What's up, Ezio, with the hydrate? Thank you. I got me some coffee because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. Why is it not showing? What's up? What's up? Yoselin? Why is it not showing you guys on? There we go.
I just started my camera up.
No.
No.
It wasn't even like updating that people were here, but now we got you up. We got you up. We got you here. That would explain the delay. Yeah. The slight delay. The slight delay on my part. My bad. So today's question, I posted the tweet a little late. But today's question is, what in Dungeons and Dragons just makes you happy? What puts a big old grin on your face whenever you play Dungeons and Dragons?
Good, coherent roleplay.
Oh my gosh, me and you are in the same boat, Ivy, because seriously, I'm gonna go a little more detail. Roleplay
Improv
between my
specifically.
players. If my players are role playing, like without like me interjecting or me pushing or me doing anything, and they're just role playing with each other, or they're role playing on what to do, or they're just 100% immersed in the game, that makes me so happy. I'm so freaking happy, and it's like even
That's good in D&D.
yeah, it's just good D&D. It's like it's not like forcing a conversation. I think like one of my favorite moments in D&D. This is gonna be weird. It was back when we played with Chase and Ariel. Back when you first made Usurus. Remember that?
Yep.
And I think like Ariel, you guys were going after doppelgangers, and Ariel let one of the doppelgangers go because she realized that they were stealing out of necessity and not out of want. And you guys killed the other doppelgangers, and then Chase and Ariel have this moment where they spoke to one another, and she said, I have to tell you something, like, I let one of the doppelgangers go. And it was like, we weren't streaming, we weren't on camera, we weren't doing anything. It was just this moment of just role-playing between two players. And so, like, I love that. And it, like, I think when you're a player, it's on you to role-play with other people to do that. Like, I don't really like it, and this is me personally, I don't really like it when people say, like, I'm just waiting for them to ask about my backstory, because I'm like, well, that's the equivalent of like meeting someone and getting to know someone and then being like, hey, so what's your problem? You know? Whereas I also think players forget that they're going through life-threatening situations together. And those moments when you guys do something and then you sit down and you're like, man, thanks for getting my back. Thanks for watching my back out there. My name's Sierra. I know we've already met, and it's just, I just feel like we just barely met each other, and yet you've protected me more than my own father has. And you're like, what? Your father didn't protect you? It's like, well, that's not what I meant. What I mean was, he cares more about, marrying me to some other prince than he does about what I actually want. And it's just real nice to hang around people that do, I love stuff. I love when players do that kind of stuff.
What's your father?
Damn, that hit close to home. Oh man, what is a father? I'm not a doctor, but I'm willing to fill it up. Gross, ill. Wait, I just realized what I just said.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Yoselin? What do you what makes you happy? What gives you a big old grin on your face?
Same thing,
but more so, I guess it's all improvisation. So it's the same thing.
You like the improv?
Yeah.
You like being like put on your toes?
Yeah, I think those moments where everyone gets into it, whether it be comedic or intense,
Yeah,
are really nice
I
and
agree.
effective.
I think another one of my favorite moments is when everyone made fun of like Warwin and his name.
That's what I was thinking.
That was great. Everyone was just
Uh-huh.
like, this guy was trying to take everything so seriously, and you guys were like, "Your name's Warwin? Is that seriously your name?" It was like a scene out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like, and then we're like, oh, you have daddy issues? Oh, this guy has daddy issues.
Yeah.
Me.
There was
Also,
do you have like a, other than that moment, do you have like a specific moment that stood out to you?
yeah, I was gonna say when we got into Itsel's really like kind of climax of Itsel's story, everyone got really. I don't want to say solemn. But I think they got really invested,
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good word.
and yeah, and really invested into playing their characters out of respect for this like intense moment
Yeah.
of my previous character arc.
Yeah, because they're usually, you know, when we're playing all together, we're having a good time, we're telling jokes, and we're messing around. Like, you know, it's kind of like we're playing D&D, but we're also just hanging out as friends. But yeah, during Itsel's arc, during the Dragon Reach arc, yeah, I did notice that as well. Everyone was very invested. Even the days you weren't there, there was kind of like this atmosphere of just you know, we want to make sure we don't mess this up for Itzel. We want to make sure we're here for Itzel, and we want to, and everyone was really trying and was really in character, and you guys would even plan things out in character. And I think that arc was really showed me how invested you guys were into this game.
Character stakes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
real intense.
It like when you have something that is at stake and it's like core to your character should do like everything in its power to like save what's at stake. And versus if you're just like in a combat situation where it's like, oh, if you don't win, then you're gonna die. It's
Right.
so like it's a difference of like combat is so, if not win then die, but then you get into like complex like character motivations and like, oh my, you know, like we've been in this D&D campaign for 6 months and we finally get to see, you know, the culmination of all this story that's been put together. It really makes players like want to do well and want to use their characters well and really immersed into their own characters as well as the world.
Oh yeah, when that time sync pays off, there's
Yeah.
probably no better feeling. I think Yoselin, you're the first player ever to have just like retired their character by choice in a campaign of mine. You know, like your character did everything that she needed to do, accomplished all their goals, and was like, all right, I'm done. I'm good. Not by choice would be other people who have died, but
Yes.
I think like exactly what Ivy was saying, like with Itzel and the culmination of like creating that story was really fantastic, because you know, she started out being super afraid of her powers and seeing it as a curse, but it became the only way to save her child. And so,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, I don't think people really understood the limitations I put on myself.
oh yeah,
I did not use, like, if I grab her character sheet, her Asimar abilities that were active, I never used.
well
Until the very end.
here's the annoying part for me with that arc, okay? I specifically designed that dungeon for your ASMR abilities. Like a lot of the puzzles and a lot of like the enemies were designed for you to use your ASMR abilities and then just like you would gain the upper hand and things would work out better for you to use your abilities. However, you guys just ended up coming up with your own creative ways of doing it, which again, kudos to you guys. I love that. That was great. And it made me have to think. You guys set limitations on me, which made me have to think outside of the box and make me have to like improvise something else, because the idea was for you to use your abilities and for this to be like you getting over your abilities, but you guys just found other workarounds, and I'm not one to be like, no, that's not what I had planned. So that was annoying to say the least.
So there are two abilities that I never used until the very last dungeon, which was Healing Hands, because it was my ASMR abilities, and also Light, the cantrip. Those two I never used until the very end. Which, laying on hands is really big. It's like a free heal.
Yeah.
And hands is pretty like
Healing hands I never used.
central.
Yeah.
I would say.
Nope, never used it until the very end.
And you're a wizard / artificer now, right?
I think, yeah.
Talk to Mario about my character. I love her.
You know, one thing, like one moment that really like sold me on D&D is when I was playing with Chase, right?
Yeah.
And our characters were like level 14 or something like that, and we were getting ready like to have like a big fight with like a lot of small ads, and like just this, it's supposed to be like a 3-session type of battle, and my character just used Firestorm. And if you don't know what Firestorm is, it does
wicked.
so much damage, especially if the more targets you have, the more damage you have. And in that like one, I don't know, it took me maybe like 30 minutes to plan, and I had to like get the other players on board. But when it finally like the plan went through, I was so happy. Like, it was so cool to just like hatch a plan and it worked so smoothly, and it like all of the other players were excited about it, and it helped everybody. It was amazing.
Yeah, those are,
Nice.
I think like that's I think that's the beauty of D&D, right? And I've said this in the past, where you can play a video game, and obviously no matter how open world the game is, you know, take Skyrim for example, no matter how big and like how much you can kind of do whatever you want, at the end of the day you're stuck within the realms of that game. And so whenever you play, what really got me with D&D is it's a game where you can go past those boundaries. You could play with your creativity, with your, you know, with your mind, and you can do whatever you want, nearly whatever you want. And I think that's amazing. I think like the only limitation of D&D is your imagination and spell slots and health.
True.
And, you know, action points. No, I'm kidding.
Essentially, the concept of it being a game mechanic in and of itself.
Right.
Oh, Mario.
Me?
I have a question for you. So I found this the Journal of Role Playing and Story Making Games work, and if you see me looking down, it's because I've been kind of reading it, being me to think a little bit. And there's this essay in here talks about when a touch becomes a bruise is the title. It got me interested, so I wanted to ask, as a DM, how do you encourage create scenarios which elicit a full spectrum of emotional reactions from the participants without generating a hurtful situation? Especially because we just talked about the whole Itzel arc, which was
Yeah.
very emotional.
I feel like the answer I'm going to give is not going to be the answer that I don't think you're fishing for an answer, but I don't think it's going to be an answer that you're expecting, because like I feel like I get lucky. I don't know. I don't want to take the credit for it. I think a lot of the credit goes towards the players. I think like if you're playing with people who are into the game and who want to play the game, they're going to give back to you what you put in, right? Like you guys are always bouncing off of each other. So I think like I do, even though I do play with my friends, I do play with you guys, I do try to ask or play with people that I feel like will enjoy this game as much as I do. And so I think half the credit goes to like the group and the players, and you can't really create those scenarios unless everyone else is invested into the situation as well. With that being said, though, when I write my story arcs for you guys, and when I try to make something compelling, I try to figure out the player, and because I know sometimes the player doesn't even know who their character is. So I try to do my best to pay attention to the player and their self-discovery of the character. And I will do side quests, or I'll do like stories that don't involve their story arc, or I'll make up situations, and we'll see like how does each character handle it, right? Like a very simple one is, and I've like, you know, you guys capture someone, you have a prisoner of war, and it's like, okay, these party members want to kill the prisoner of war, these party members want to let them live. And then when amongst you guys arguing with one another, that's just a lot of information and data for me. And it lets me see, okay, why do you want to kill him? This is your reasoning for why. This is your reasoning for wanting to keep him alive. And so I take that into consideration whenever I craft their story arc. And I try to adhere to those things. And a lot of the times what I do is I build on their flaws. So I see something that they struggle with a lot, and I try to make an entire dungeon based on the character decisions that they struggle with. And really what I do with really the idea, I can't say that I'm this master manipulator that gets this all to happen, but the idea is self-improvement. And I don't know if it works for every scenario, but the idea is that the character will always want to self-improve. It doesn't necessarily mean changing their character alignment from evil to good. It just means that they just want to make their foundation better than what they're already standing on. So what are the values that character holds, and how can they increase those values, or how can they protect those values even more through this story arc? So that's kind of what I do to generate a thing. And I'll go back and use Itzel as an example. Like Itzel was, I don't know, like we talked about this a little bit. Some of the flaws that I noticed with Itzel is she's kind of just like roaming through life. And they're not only flaws that I noticed, but they're also flaws that you told me. She's an alcoholic, and she's doing this, and she's taking up responsibilities, but she's also run away from other responsibilities. And so I decided to throw all those things at her instead of having her constantly be part of the ride. I put her forefront, and she has to make all the decisions, and she has to know that there's consequences behind these decisions, and she has to see that her past does sneak up on her, but it doesn't mean it has to stay that way. And like there's all these different things, and I'm lucky that I have you as a player, Yoselin, because you're someone that picks up on these story cues. I think like if you have players that look for those story elements as well, I think none of those emotional impacts would have happened if it wasn't for you leaning into it and helping me craft that story, because we craft it together. And that's the beauty of Dungeons and Dragons, is you're not just writing by yourself. There's that improv, there's that skit scat kind of dialogue going on and that tug of war between you and the players. But I think a lot of people that haven't DM don't realize the cooperation that comes with being a DM and the players. The idea that, like, I say something and you guys help make it a reality. So that's that was a lot. Sorry.
I never know if it's helpful or extremely annoying that I can predict story beats.
I
'Cause
love
I remember
it.
telling you when we first encountered the dragon. Before we encountered the dragon, you hinted like, "Oh, there's that dragon and this mountain, and you have to go find it." And I remember telling you, being like, "Oh, I know this is not going to be our like fight with the dragon. He's gonna talk to me, he's gonna downplay me, and then he's gonna flee and go away." And
Yeah.
you were like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because, you know, yeah, well, you said it right from. I was like, all right, you guys figured out there's a dragon at this mountain, and Yawson's over here like, we're level 7, we're level 6, we're nowhere near the abilities of fighting a dragon. I know Mario's not gonna total party wipe us. He always makes sure that we can finish our encounters. He's like, this is gonna be like a Team Rocket kind of moment. I was like, well, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I do like it. I'll always act annoyed, but I do like it. I do appreciate it so.
But like,
so
I
much.
only keep it to myself and try to move us in that direction. Be like, I know where we need to hit. I know where he wants us to go. The next beat for so and so.
Right.
So we should move towards that direction as a
Yeah.
group.
I heard.
Never try to outwardly be like, guys, we need to go here. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the game, right? And I heard this quote. I can't remember it verbatim, but I saw it online, and someone said, a DM's job. I can't even remember it. I'm gonna butcher it. I regret even trying to say it. A DM's job is to explain the world to the players, and then the players' jobs is to react and make that world come to life.
I agree with that.
Something like that, yeah. And so it's not the DM's job. So it's like, in the way. So I guess to go into depth into that, what I was saying is, if a DM tells you there's a castle to the north, but all the players want to go, but the players decide to go south, you're kind of doing a disservice to the game by doing that. I'm not saying let the DM railroad you. Obviously, if the DM tells you there's a world, go discover it, right? But it's a very, I'm saying a very rudimentary example. It's a bad example. Just ignore that example. But you get what I'm saying.
We're playing. Yes, this is an imaginative, creative experience, but you are still in a confine of a game which a human being is spending time to make.
Yeah.
Like, be a dick.
Right. Don't be don't do it at the expense of it. Then what's that? Ezio chat saying, I think I may have actually seen that. Yeah. So it's something that I think about a lot, and it helped my perspective of Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, yeah, my DM's job is to explain the world, is to show you the world, and the player's job is to make it real.
Yeah. I think the only like good explanation, like not taking the road that the DM set forth, like really for you, and like you have multiple story roads, but let's say like we're not taking the obvious one, is because the players in their mind believe that they could make a good story going this way instead of your initial one.
Exactly, and that's fine. Really, yeah, and that's the players making the world come to life. I think to better put it is, if the DM said go right, but you always did the opposite of what the DM said because you're like, I don't want to be told what to do and I just want to make this guy's miserable, then you're just being a toxic player, and like nobody wants to play with you in the first place. So that's the thing, if you get enjoyment out of someone else's leisure, then that's great. Jeff won't be joining us today. He texted me like last week, so he texted me in advance saying something came up. I hope everything's okay. If he does show up, randomly, we're always happy to have him. Again, so it's probably just gonna be the four of us. Salvador, I don't know. I don't ever know Salvador's schedule. I don't know if Fridays are just good days for him or whatever. But he doesn't. He used to message me. He doesn't message me anymore about showing up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That'll be a surprise. Obviously, we welcome him, but we'll go on. We'll go on either way.
The maps are in your chat. Our chat.
All right. What?
The maps, if you wanted to use.
What chat? Oh, chat, like Discord chat.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix the cameras before we get started. And then we'll go from there. I love how they're not, like, nowhere near coordinated. Like, I just needed a fourth person or something.
That's how it works. Every week it's different.
Etsy, are you busy? Get in here.
Yeah.
Get in the chat. Get in the chat. Join the game. Let's see. Oh my gosh, he actually did it. That fixed my cameras. Woo!
That fixed them.
Surprise.
Like, I don't know what else you were expecting.
That's you know,
Hey, it worked out.
that's all you are to Mario is
It's a
Yeah.
camera
a
adjuster.
filler.
Hey, you know, in the movie industry, there is someone's job just to hold the camera and keep it steady where the last shot was. So,
Mhm.
feel free to pick any of your random characters, Ezio, and join in.
See.
Did you guys literally just swap cameras right as I was putting you in different spots?
Yep. All right.
Yoslin, if you're
Okay.
talking, you're muted.
I'm mouthing.
Okay. Sorry. Just making sure. Cool. And then Salvador is gonna join and it's gonna ruin everything.
Yeah.
Wish I could have like a mic mount.
Literally, I was talking to. This is bad. But I was talking to at work at my job, and I was telling my boss how I have to be careful with what I say on chat because they'll just give me money.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, of like, oh, I need this, and people will just give you money.
Yeah, they'll just give me money. They'll spend a lot of it too, which scares me. So I'll be like, I'll tell them. So I was the second you said you needed a mic mount, I was like, oh, everyone's gonna.
'Cause I can afford a mic mount. I'm just
Mm.
Get
certain
one.
things.
It's so worth it. I love my mic mount. I love it
My
up
mic
until
is mounted to my head.
that works.
I have this mic. I have a fancy one, but it just sits on a cardboard box when I use it.
I should probably look into that because we're gonna start playing. I'm gonna start playing a lot of D&D now that everyone's schedules are back or fixed or whatever. And it's gonna be annoying.
Oh, with your other group.
I'm playing D&D the
Fancy
like,
mic. Stand.
'cause in this spot I play D&D and I take classes here and I do work here. There's a lot going on in a small space. So
I
just need to
see,
clear
yeah.
out.
Yeah, a stand would be real nice. I remember those
And
days
I-
at Ezio when I freaking used that thing. What were you saying, Elson?
Nah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's turn off Spotify music. And then
I'm just gonna end up using the same character I did for the one shot. So
okay. that works.
Fighter.
Bolizar. That helps out a lot because then Sierra will know you. I think
Need a fighter.
I think Caitlyn was the only one that played as her character.
I
We really needed a melee, like upfront melee character.
Where is
Yeah.
That is true.
Where's
I may
Olisar?
have been thinking of that before I ever made any characters.
I mean, but is Dobie really ever with us?
That's also true.
Okay. All right.
The rogue, which is fitting.
And you guys know each other through one time you went to go do this quest, and there happened to be a town full of werewolves that were abducting adventurers and eating them. It was this whole crazy thing, but you guys solved the issue, and
And I nearly got turned into a
you
werewolf.
nearly got
but
turned into a werewolf, but your constitution.
Does that mean
saved you.
Naima is real in this universe too? Then
Mhm.
Was
my
that
character.
Was that?
I mean, my character Naima is real in this universe.
Yup.
Ah!
It's just an alternate version of her. Okay. I'm hearing myself through somebody.
Probably me.
Okay. All right. Start recording. I don't remember where we left off last. So this is gonna be one of, I don't know. I'm gonna need some cooperation from you guys. Hey, what's going on,
Oh!
everybody? Oh.
I met my informant person, my friend.
That's right. We did meet the informant. Last we left off, the group had just gotten back from the island. The island where they were gathering materials for a blacksmith. A blacksmith whose family was wiped out due to political unalignment and weird Game of Thrones stuff. They were killed off, and Sira went out of her way to help this blacksmith, help sober him up, and help motivate him to go back to his arts, his crafts. And through it, he was able to make something that hasn't been made for centuries, a moonblade. This legendary weapon was crafted as a gesture and a thanks for helping him get out of his state of depression and not really solving his drinking issue, but, you know, putting him on the right path. And we're going to hope that he stays on that path. But during this time, during this leisure, the party went about doing different things. They helped Dobie out with his bar as it became crazily busy, as everyone wanted a taste of his Minotaur drink that he learned how to craft whenever you guys were helping that village of Minotaurs. And he kind of became semi-famous for it. However, Thalia, I've been saying Itzel all night. I almost... Thalia ran into one of her old informants who was... Do you remember which one it was?
What else
Was it-
named?
I have something...
So
Gessia? Gessia? But I feel like
Midas.
that's wrong.
Nope.
Andessa?
Midas.
Midas. Oh, that's written right above Andessa. Okay. And right above that, I have Swindler. So, or right next to that, I have Swindler. Midas is
Mitos.
Midas. The way I wrote it, I wrote meta with an S, which did not help my case. Midas
Mario.
ran
Poor
right
Mario.
into... I'm not even kidding either. Like, that's like what I wrote right there. Is an informant of Thalia's and got Thalia banned from the local tavern due to her shenanigans, and
Then I unbanned us.
unbanned herself by saying that she was an association's, if not acquaintance, if not friends, but adventuring partner and newly found party member of the so-called Minotaur, which is the name given or dubbed by Dobie of the town. Now, as this is all occurring, a wary traveler arrives to the port of Syndra, a half-orc, full orc? Half orc. It goes by the name of Olazur, an old friend of Sira, and as he arrives, he just barely catches a glimpse of Sira walking down one of the port sides. Yeah. And so, our story begins.
Do I notice him?
Yeah, you notice him. You two notice each other.
Oh my gosh! Oladar!
Sierra, is that you?
Yeah!
I'm gonna start
What are you
walking over.
doing here?
I don't even know where Sierra is on the map. There she is.
I'm right here.
You know, I don't know where we're supposed to be on the map, so just going with it. I was in town looking, you know, fighting, looking for fights, seeing if there's an arena here.
Oh, they have a fighting pit,
Perfect.
but I'm not sure if it's still in business. They did get their gold back, though.
Why would the pit not be in business?
That's a long story.
Maybe all their fighters died.
I bet we could ask around and see if it's still going on.
Thalia, you are with Midas right now.
Inside the bar.
She gave
Or
you
in an alley, I guess.
She gave you some of the you're on the back side of the alley. She gave you some of the information you guys last know, and she speaks to you for a little bit and says, it's kind of like, well, Thalia, it's been great to see you. I think I should be heading out. I have a lot of plans, to do, and some things that I need to gather, and some things that I need to put back. Me, always borrowing and doing some things. If you need to find me, my place is not too far from here, actually. And she kind of like gives you. It's just a bit northeast of Syndra. You follow the main road, and my hideout is right off the path.
It's like,
Go for it. Oh, wait, I did too.
it's 1.
Did you say 1?
1.
21. Knowing her, she's probably squatting in someone's house. It's probably like some people that are on vacation, or maybe some merchant's house, and he's out, going and gathering goods, and she's just kind of staying there for a little bit.
I pull out my cartographer tools,
Okay.
the map I have.
Yeah.
Mark it.
You keep cutting in and out. I don't know if like your gain is low or
Might be. I
Like
say
sensitivity.
sensitivity or something.
mark it.
She
Tell her to mark it.
She looks over, she peers over it, she says, and she does she puts like a little smiley face on there with a circle around it. She says, right there. Ooh, but be careful. There's been a lot of activity in the area.
To elaborate?
Well, no.
Excuse me?
Oh, okay, fine. Well, business is always great, but I came down here because, well, the Dark Elves, they've been really active in this area. Don't know why, don't know for what reason, but it also doesn't help that the pirates are kind of having their own little civil war. So there's just been a lot of skirmishes going in and out, but I feel like the Dark Elves are, I don't know, building something big, and so they're keeping a lot of people off the main roads, so just be careful.
You don't know what the building.
Nope, don't know. They've been gathering a lot of special rocks, like moon rocks of some sorts, crystals, stuff that only works during the nighttime.
Hold on, Dobie just joined, or Salvador just joined.
Did he really?
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay, that works. I didn't know. I'm so happy he's here. He's probably driving right now.
Yeah.
But thank you
Okay,
for
Dark
telling me.
Elves are building something on the main road using moon rocks.
Well, it's not on the main road, but they're building something. I just know that they're building things because they keep stealing materials from people.
Are they
Stealing
stealing?
materials from merchants, travelers. Half the time, they don't kill them. They just take the things that they need, and they seem to be looking for specific materials.
What?
I'm no alchemist or herbologist or archaeologist, but I know it glows in the dark. Something to do with moon rocks.
Hmm. Alright.
Oh. And since you're here, we should totally get drinks together.
Come on. Come on.
Wait, right
I
now.
take her. Want drinks now or not?
Well, I mean, I was just thinking, sometime in the future. But if we're gonna get drinks now, I'm kind of broke. So thank you for paying. And then she walks on ahead of you.
Oh, we're going to the boat.
Going to the boat? Okay.
Going to the
one way to
boat,
do
not
it.
the bar.
As she kind of like gives you a small hug whenever like she's just so excited. She's like, ah, and then she kind of like takes off to the boat.
Okay. Alright, we'll go to the boat.
As you're walking towards the boat, where are you? Okay, you're over there. As you're walking towards the boat, you notice your coin pouch is missing. Salvador, you're muted if you've been trying to talk to us.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Use Mage Hand to inspect. Oh, wait, this. A coin pouch.
You use Mage Hand to inspect her. Yeah, you do see that she has an extra coin pouch on her waist.
I use Mage Hand to take it back.
To say, okay, you grab it back. Do you use stealth or anything like that, or you just like snatch it?
Oh, I just snatch it.
You just snatch it. You just take it. She kind of like looks back at her hip and she's like, "Oh, was that yours? Oh, that's so funny how that ended up there. Is
Not
this your
just-
ship?
Not as stealthy as you think, Mitos. One day you're going to get killed.
It's such a nice ship, such a pretty ship. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's all yours." She makes her way. She kind of skips her way on board.
Mhm.
She heard what you said, but classic Midas, she kind of just brushes it off. Okay, going back. Uzurus, do you want to do anything?
I am with the party in the bar.
It looks like you guys are standing outside the bar. Yeah.
Because, yeah, we left off with them fighting at the bar.
I
What is that? Oh, that's just a person. Okay. I was like, what is that? Is that a pile of laundry?
Top view person.
what is the group up to after this most recent adventure? Like, what's the What's the next order of business? Anyone?
We haven't spoken
In the
at the
bar.
party yet.
Okay. So it's kind of open at the moment.
Correct.
Well, there is
I mean-
there's the Pirate Civil War, and then there's the Drow activity up north.
There's yeah.
The Drow activity, Uzuris has a connection to because the Drow are working with the Mind Flayers.
Gotcha.
And then the Civil War, Syrah has an interest in because her family is gonna send a navy of her guild. I shouldn't say her family. Her guild is gonna send a navy of fleets to bombard this city.
And we own a giant piece of land.
Yeah, we're kind of all invested in that one.
Now, how long until that happens?
Well, you guys did pick up the mission from so and so, and he did give you guys. He did ask that you guys get it done in a couple of days, sooner than later. So and so's Kubas.
Kubas. Okay. If you may remind me where our direct goal is to fortify.
To go find the pirate overlord who you guys right now are assuming is a demon. You guys have axed around town for a little bit, and and a lot of people have called this overlord a demon. Some of you guys are assuming it's a demon, from what I remember. I don't want to put words into your guys' mouth, but
Demon Warlord.
I've recently, if you haven't noticed, I've always gone back and forth whether telling the players what they've been going through or helping the players with notes. And it just goes back to punishing versus challenging. I think not telling the players what their objective is just punishment, and I shouldn't. Anyways, that's off topic. But yeah.
Okay. I am at the will of the party at the moment.
Yeah, feel free to speak to your party members and see what you want to discuss with them. I'll shut up.
Here we are at this dock village thing, city, maybe you want to call it. I have no personal attachment to this place, but also I'm here. So now what? My internet cut out.
No. You're good.
Oh,
People processing information, downloading words now.
yeah, downloading words. Understand.
Is a general ask?
As
Yeah, so Uzuris is speaking into his runestone right now.
Okay, because I'm not there.
Yeah.
Found an old friend. He wants to find a fight. We should probably fight that warlord.
Yeah. So, how do we find him?
I don't know. I think Dobie knows about demons. Wait, do I know
Is that-
Worships
that is
a
the question.
demon.
that? Okay.
Well, if you would all like some more information on the subject, I will be at the ship bar.
Alright,
I found some intent if you could not gather that.
You guys still
Oh,
have that
sir.
captain.
Yeah, we do.
Wait, do we still have that guy locked up in the ship?
Yeah, he's just chilling.
I'm gonna go pay him a visit. I'm gonna fly over to the boat. And
All right. All right. You make your way over to the boat. You see Thalia with some new friend. You also see Ciro with some new friend.
before I go, I want to ask the party a few questions. Or I guess as I'm going. Who the guy that is locked up, who exactly is he?
He is the guy that had you captured.
Right.
That's all I know.
Like I said, if everyone would like some more information on the subject, I will be at the bar on the ship. That is all.
Okay. I will go to the
Alright,
bar.
you get drunk. We'll figure this out.
Oh no, alright, yeah, okay. So I'll go to the guy
Okay. So you
in the
you head over to
jail.
the guy. He's sitting back, laying back against the wall, propped up, kind of just like singing sea shanties to himself, just going, oh, 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 oh. And when he sees you, just, now, if it isn't my furry little friend.
Yes. The shoe is now on the other foot. But,
Interesting that you would know such a term of such a thing with such a time, being it that you are unable to wear such things of such times.
well, believe it or not, I'm able to comprehend what feet are.
He begins to stand up and he goes, We've been docked for some time now, my feathery little friend. I have been into wonder as to where we might be, but I can surmise from the smell, the piss smell, the cursing from left to right, and the bells that chime every day at 3. We are at the port city of Sindra. Am I wrong?
Listen, it's not really that important. I guess you could say we're at Syndra. But, like, would it make a difference to you? Probably not. Because you're not going to see daylight for a long time, my guy.
An interesting prospect that you did, but I've already made a deal with one of the associates that has rescued yourself. In the deal, they're saying that they take me to a hideout of mine, one far away from here. Now I've been everly so patient as to wait here in this cell locked up, but my patience is growing thin.
Tell me something, guy. Do they feed you good in here?
They feed me well enough.
Cause I don't know. It seems to me like you're looking a little frail these days.
He kind of looks at you in a way of like, what are you getting at?
Listen. What's the name of that, do we know the name of the pirate guy that we're looking for?
Yes.
Yes.
We do.
You could tell him.
I'll ask over Sending Stone.
That works too. The reason I say that you can tell him is because Mario may have forgotten. This we all frantically look through our notes.
Cockcroft.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Cockcroft.
How would you spell that?
Like Dirk Nowitzki, but without the Nowitzki.
That doesn't help me.
Yeah, okay.
Dirk is his name?
Yeah, Dirk.
And now, okay. I'm trusting you on that.
Yes.
Okay. I the reason I ask is because let me think. Okay. Listen here, bud. If you tell me what I need to know, I might be able to go over to the kitchen and bring you back a little something.
Make a persuasion check.
I hate persuasion. I need.
What do you
I need different stats.
Maybe you just need different spells.
Maybe I just need a different character. Who knows? All right, persuasion. That's a big fat
You're
0.
gonna have bird stew?
Five.
His eyes widen for a little bit and says, "You wouldn't happen to be able to find some fruit? Maybe a nice juicy apple."
Yeah, I know where I could get a couple apples.
Then an apple and access to my secret island, and I will be happy to tell you all that you need to know.
Now, what was that second part again?
Yeah, access, freedom away from here to my island, the one that we've already agreed upon, to which you'll be dropping me off from.
Ah, yes. So I can't actually do that.
Thank you
I'm
for the
sorry.
hydrate.
So
You can't make that happen. And why is that?
Well, as you understand, I am actually a bird. I'm not good at driving boats. And as far as I understand, my party still needs you around.
Listen, I can bring you to who you're asking to bring to, but first I need access to my island. I'd be more than cooperative with such a thing, especially if you're going to be offering me some apples. But I will not tell you any more than that. For if I did, you'd have no use for me. And I still have use for me. I like having use for myself. So I like to say useful. Thank you very much.
I start walking out of the room while he's talking.
Now wait. Do we have
I
ourselves
stop.
a gear? Do we have ourselves a deal?
No deal.
He
I'll be
then
right back.
kind of shrugs a little bit and then goes back to.
I'm going to fly over to the food market. What time of day is it?
I'll say it's morning before noon.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fly over to the food market.
Okay. You get yourself over to the food market. People are, they're just putting up shops and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the lurk, man. Thanks for supporting the stream.
Okay, so I will find myself a nice little place that sells fruit,
Okay.
and I will go up to it and see if there is a merchant attending.
Yes, there is a merchant, kind of an elven fellow. He looks like he's counting his produce, and he says, "Why, hello there."
Hey,
No, you're not supposed to say that. No, okay, sorry. And then he goes,
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi.
Thank you, guys. He says, How may I be of service to you? I have many of fresh produce in stock, all from across this side of the realm. You'll be surprised what you can get here, and you'll be surprised what they banned at other cities. A pity. A pity, that one. Indeed.
What kind of fruits do you got here?
Well, we have, basic fruits of such and normally, but then we also have some of the other fruits. One made through arcane magic, elven crafting of such kinds. Also, some of which, and he leans in, that the wood elves would hate for you to see.
Oh
as
my.
he pulls out a basket and is exotic looking fruit, some with spikes on them, others in these weird shapes, very colorful, vibrant, and some are just really dark green.
Interesting. Are these exotic fruits good for anything? Do they taste good? I'm asking the merchant.
No,
What
no, they will bring you. Some are said to bring you some luck. Others say that they will seal your. You eat this with another person, and your fate will always be intertwined with them. Kudos to anyone who gets that reference.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It's familiar.
It escapes me, but anyways. No, I think I need some like ordinary fruits.
He puts the basket away, and he wafts his hands over his I don't know, cart, his table, his counter. There's a whole ton of produce: oranges, coconuts, apples, bananas.
How much for
Pineapples.
an apple?
How much for an apple? Indeed, I'm pretty sure it's like 2 copper.
And then how much for an orange as well?
Same price.
Same price. All right. All right. I'll drop him 6 copper. I'll say, can I get 2 apples and 1 orange?
As you drop him the copper, he says, "No, I've seen you lurking around here." And he's getting your fruit ready for you.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not from around here.
Look, the basket of fruit that I just showed you,
Yeah.
it's nearly, not many people know this, but it is near completion. I almost have enough to create an amazing fruit smoothie. Not just any fruit smoothie, a juice, a tonic, a potion, you could say.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the dancing monkey fruit?
History check?
Go for it.
This is a roll I maybe have. $14.
14. You've seen this in your study of the arcane arts. You've come across this a couple of times when it comes to alchemy. The dancing monkey fruit is a rare magical fruit that produces enough juice to fill a vial. Any humanoid that eats a dancing monkey fruit or drinks its juice must succeed on a DC 14, or they begin to comically dance non-stop.
I see.
And this would put like disadvantages. They would have disadvantage on attack rolls and dexterity saving throws, and other creatures have advantage on attack rolls while they are non-stop dancing.
And what do you need for this smoothie?
That's just it. I need the monkey fruit, but it's not around here. You can't find it here. It's guarded. The
Mhm.
creatures, that's what want to protect it. Very creatures that will eat the flesh right off of your skin, off your bones. If you could get it for me, I would be able to supply you with a vial of this, maybe a couple vials of this. Each vial is the equivalent of 5 gold pieces. And you don't have to ingest it. You can use it as a poison, Yubi. Make your enemies dance like a monkey. But oh, I would so love to have such things to pull. It would be great to have a couple of vial or 2 on hand for myself. 5 gold sells a lot more than 2 copper pieces, you see.
You say it's
There's a lot more
from a
profit.
very the fruit is from a very hostile place. But do you have any idea of where one might find this fruit? Maybe
He
around here?
he goes he says, but not far, but in the islands just over, and he the islands over up into the northern part of the sea. If you find yourself over there, you'll find an island inhabited that bears these fruit. They grow there, rich in the soil, in the sands. If you can grab yourself one of them and get away from the beast, then I'll be happy to compensate you. Again, with the vials. I would be able to make the tonic free of charge.
You know what?
And so
I might get back to you on that.
Okay. If you look on the roll 20, he marks your map. Right. Oops. Okay, he marks your map just about right here. So
Okay.
somewhere in this area.
Okay. That's a little bit of a jaunt.
Yep. Conveniently, it's where you also need to be going, but you know.
But do I know that?
Does Uziris know that? I don't know. The
Yeah.
rest of the party kind of knows that.
Okay.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
All right. So,
I don't even know if I know that.
you know, I'll get back to you on that. I'll go over it with my compatriots.
Of course. It's as food for thought, as you would say. But thank you.
Nice one.
Have a good morning.
You too. And I will. How are these? How am I holding these? Like, is it just fruit? Is
Hey,
there
man,
a?
you tell me.
All right. Will they fit in my alpaca?
He put them in a sack for you, not like a hemp sack. So he put them
Okay.
in a bundle and he tied it up. So there's
These
that.
are some masterwork burlap bags.
It's a hemp bag. There's hemp everywhere.
Okay. So I will take the fruit, and I will go back to the jail.
Okay, so you
In the
kind of just pick it up with your claws and you fly over. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you head back to the jail. Does anyone else want to take a turn or want to do something?
Chilling at the bar with my friend.
All right. You and Minas kind of catch back. You catch up on some of your adventures and some of the things, and you're downing a couple of drinks together.
No, I don't want to drink too much.
Okay. That's fine. Go ahead and roll a
Have one
Constitution saving throw,
I have one drink of wine and that's it.
and also make a Wisdom check. Make a Wisdom and a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
It's dumb.
Uh huh.
On 16, wisdom 21.
21. Okay. Midas is kind of just like, come on, let's have another one. Come on. And you're able to stave her off. You're able to stave her. She usually tricks you. She gets you into these drinking fits. We were able to. You know better. You know what happens. Last time you lost your boots, and you don't want to lose.
Those were good boots, man.
So,
Oh, meet this last time I lost
you
my
got
boots. We're
them
not doing this
dirty,
again.
and you have this weird thing when you're drunk. You just don't like wearing dirty clothes when you're drunk. I don't know why. Yeah, you silly
I like
thing.
wearing dirty clothes in general.
So,
Very natural. It's a common thing.
who are these? Who are these new friends of yours? What's going on here? What are you doing with these guys? And is the ship for sale? Do you know how much these airships go? Especially a dragon-born one from the Nala Empire. High quality craftsmanship.
Why? Are you wanting to buy it?
I could sell it.
You could sell it.
Give me a week. Just like that. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's moving product.
That is true. That is.
I can make you double.
No, the ship is not for sale. I do not care that much for money, anyways.
Ugh, I know. It's so boring the way you live.
Anyways, regardless. She told me anything else about.
About what?
While we're drinking, I'm just keeping my eyes out for any information on Dirk Cockcroft and
She told you
Xandria.
She told you most of the information about Dirk. Really, the most you can get out of it is that people fear him,
Okay.
and through that fear, a lot of other people have joined him. He's kind of become like the symbol for people to do whatever they want. In a weird way, he still has like honorable rules and things like that, and it's a very much reminder of Kubas in a way, the way that Dirk works. But other than that, it's just, you know, that he's definitely challenging the people of this port city to rise up arms against the guilds and the trading companies and all those big people that have been taking advantage of the colonies that have been set up in these areas.
An anarchist.
You could see him that way. He's portrayed by these people as kind of like a freedom fighter.
It's an anarchist. Anarchists are just people who don't want a world without borders. We just want a world without borders, basically.
I'm relating him to some historical figures during the American Revolutionary War, but we can call him an anarchist.
Okay.
We can call him an anarchist.
Then that's not an anarchist. They want the.
You have to understand, the nobles and the guilds have a very strong grip over the people in these areas, and these people just want to have their own society, free from having to serve these corporate entities. They have such a strong grip that the military is on their side, so they have their own corporate militia. And if you don't do what they say, they will send the military and they'll burn down your house and they'll mess you up and they'll do a bunch of bad stuff to you. So, however, he's taken more of a radical approach in wanting to just take out the houses entirely, whereas Kubas and
Port Lady.
Kubas and Port Lady have taken more of like a political, they've tried to do it more politically, with working with some of the smaller corporate people, but even so, it's still kind of backfiring because the guilds are about to move in, and because Syndra's just one of the last free cities of this realm.
Okay. After some time.
Is anyone else?
Sure.
Who wants to go next? Lucy and Kubas.
Yeah, hey Sierra. Been a while.
It has. Let's go find my friend Dahlia. She might know what to do. I know you want to fight. There's this warlord demon guy. His name's Dirk. And we're gonna kill him.
Oh, you had me at fight. It's about
No.
all. The bigger the fight, the better.
I don't know, I'm hyping him up too much. I hear it through the grapevine. Pretty powerful.
Fight's a fight. I'm in.
Alright. Let's go.
Okay, you guys go find Thalia. She's on the boat in the bar, chilling with a friend. You meet up with her. You introduce Olazar, and you guys kind of like you catch up and you reminisce. You get told the story and things of that nature.
Yeah, Dahlia, I nearly got turned into a werewolf.
Goodness.
That's
Goodness
crazy.
me.
It was an interesting night.
Oh god.
And then Dobie, are you doing anything?
Nah, I'll just be practicing with my new toy.
Okay. Uzaris, you're back down in the cell with your sack of fruit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will. So okay, before I was there, right? I asked you, did the fruit fit into my alpac?
No.
No.
Unless you have like unless you have a special pack.
No.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
so. All right. So yeah, it is in this little hemp sack. I'm going to carry it in. I guess I'll waddle in with the sack like in my mouth.
Okay.
That sounded bad. Okay, but I'll walk in and I'll float up to the table. I guess, is there a table in the room?
There's boxes. Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's tables.
Okay,
There's stools
just,
and stuff.
Just get a little higher up than the floor.
Yeah.
Floor kind of smells bad. Anyways, I'll put my I'll put the fruit down, still in the sack.
Okay.
And I'll just say hey, how's it going?
Well, it happens to be going just as well as it was going about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, 30 minutes? Is that how long it took? Asking him.
Give or take.
Interesting. So you have any special way that you count the minutes in this jail cell?
Spending time out in the sea and captaining a boat gives a good work into your internal clock.
All right, that's that's all right. I'm just gonna pull out one of the apples and just start eating it. So how do you like it here?
He's kind of like licking his lips a little bit as he looks at you eating that apple. His mouth is like a little open. What was that you just said?
I said I'll take another bite. How do you like the jail cell?
It is not accommodating, not one that I am of use to. But soon I'll be out, stretched out on the beach on the open sand, one with the ocean yet again.
Very interesting. And I'll just sit there and eat like half the apple, like staring at him.
Is this some type of torture that you attempted to do on me?
No, just having a snack, talking to my good pal. You know, you've known me the longest out of any of my new friends. So I just how's everything?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Six.
Oh. I will not be falling for the foolish tricks that you tried to do upon me. You best be knowing that I mean business, and I am a man of my word. I'd give it to you as soon as I could get off of this ship. And he goes and he sits back down.
All right. I'll like leave the half-eaten apple right next to the sack of fruit, and I will walk outside of the room. And then once I'm out and like I know that he can't see me or hear me, I'll cast invisibility on myself and walk back in.
Okay. The time it takes you to do that, you see that he's unbuckled his belt. And he's like reaching through the bars of the cell. He's like swinging his belt out, trying to get the apple to roll towards him. Ah! Ah! just like it's not even close. He's still got
It's
maybe
not
a good
even
like
close.
3 feet to reach that apple, even with the belt.
I will sit here and watch him. I'll just wait. I will just wait.
He attempts for a little bit longer, gives up, puts his belt back on, curses under his breath, and then kind of goes and lays down.
Okay. So this lasts up to an hour.
He'll assume that position. He doesn't have much to do, so he kind of he ends up like taking a nap.
All right. Well, that's what I'm doing for an hour.
Okay. Back to the rest of the party.
So you brought your friend, I brought mine. Yeah. Oh, loser, this is Mitos. Also happens to carry some information regarding our warlord.
I've already given you all the information.
Yes, I know. Shh. Oh. Notes.
But where to get to this warlord? Don't know. You did tell me before we came over here that you were just in luck. You had yourself one of its officers. Which, look at you looking ahead. But it's nice to meet you, Olazur. And you are... She looks over at Sierra.
Name's Sierra.
Sierra. Well, that is some armor you got there. Must have been pretty expensive.
Maybe.
You know, I know a thing or two about armor. Maybe, if you don't mind, I'd love to inspect it. As she, scoots out from her chair.
Insight.
Go for it.
It's a 10.
10?
I'm not sure I want you to do it.
Oh no, trust me, it's okay. She immediately like gets up next to you and starts inspecting
Sit
you.
down.
What? Me?
You see, I'm not wearing much under the armor, so I don't really want to take it off or anything.
No, I would never ask you to take it off. And she like puts her one hand on your shoulder and leans in, and looks over at Thalia. Thalia, come on, you know my interest in armor. As she gives you a wink, and then begins to take her seat back.
You know I have a.
Can I do a quick glance
Right.
on her belt?
She doesn't have anything on her.
Okay.
You know you have a what, Sarah?
A personal bubble.
Oh,
What was it?
Not around
It
purchase, you
says-
don't.
Anyways. Well, anyway, she managed to drop off this, and I hand out the invitation from Owlin, Lieutenant of Dirk Cockcroft. Now we know where. Just need to know when.
Why do we need to know when?
A little recruitment. It takes a certain. If it's ongoing, then we can go whenever we want. But we do need to. We should prepare before heading in.
Okay. What do you say, Alazar?
I say I'm the newbie here, and I know I ain't too bright.
You sure you are? I hit your shoulder.
Just point me in a direction and tell me to swing my sword.
Okay.
You also need to figure out how. It's on an island. Not an island. It's south of Syndra on the cove. DM, like distance wise, how far is that from us?
It's like walking distance.
Oh, okay, never mind. Don't need.
Maybe a 30-minute walk.
Oh, that's super close.
About a mile.
Well, that's all the information you need or wanted. I think we should go prepare.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
Sure.
Already have. Sarah, give us like healing. Yes, you did. You gave us healing potions.
I did.
Not me.
You're new.
Oh,
I'm new. Yeah.
Already took a long rest.
do have that written down.
I'm gonna go ahead to... Oh, I only have 140 gold. Never mind. Never mind. I don't have enough money for spell scrolls. How much would it be to copy that thing of geese again?
A lot.
It's
it's
a 5th level spell, and it requires...
it's like 50 gold per hour you spend learning it, and an hour per level of the spell.
So 250-ish gold for a 5th level spell.
Let me double check that.
Because wasn't it every 2 hours?
Oh, it's 2 hours. 50 gold for
Yeah.
2 hours. For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold.
It takes
So
2
yeah,
hours.
250.
Yeah, I have no money. Never mind.
You're at
Anyone else?
100 gold.
I have 140 gold, but not enough for... What? Nobody else would like to do anything, because I'm...
That was your preparing, Thalia?
I was going to go buy a healing potion, but you already gave me a healing potion, so I don't really need a healing potion. But we could go see the goblin, see what he has in stock again.
I wouldn't mind buying myself a healing potion.
That is
So
true.
let's go see the goblin.
Let us go.
The store is closed. He went out to go restock.
Never
I want
mind.
to look through the window and see.
Yeah. It seems empty for the most part.
Like no
there
items?
are empty of
Cleaned out
people.
last time.
Yeah, you guys bought everything.
We didn't buy everything. The other elves bought everything.
Yeah, the other elves bought everything, and I think, didn't you buy all the potions?
Oh, the
No.
healing potion.
Yeah, you bought all the healing potions, and yeah, you sold them out. He has no inventory.
Hmm.
I mean, he went on vacation. You guys made him. He didn't have to sell anything for the rest of the week.
Zurus, we're going to head out to Dr. Cockcroft soon. Do you need to do anything to prepare?
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Uzurus
Yeah.
thought you said Olazur, and I think Olazur heard you say Uzurus, so then it made you feel.
I'm a little confused.
I said Zurus.
You're asking me if I need anything?
I said Uzurus. We're going to go hunt down Dark Cockcroft. Dark Cockcroft soon.
I
Do
see.
you need to prepare anything?
I'm in the middle of preparing something. If you wouldn't mind, I don't know how fruitful this escapade might be, but
Pun.
Okay. Bobby, we're about to go hunt down Dark Cockcroft soon. Do you need to prepare for anything?
Nah, I'm good. Let me know when we're heading out. What time of day is it?
Morning.
Morning? Okay.
Okay then. I meet us. You're free to go now.
Yes, you are. Free to go.
So by any chance, do you happen to know if any pull up my document? Yes, sir. Do you happen to know if Gessia and Dessa are in the area?
Say that again.
Before you head out, do you happen to know if Gesa or Dessa?
I wouldn't know where they are, but it's been real nice, and thank you for the drinks as always. You've got me out of another bind. Can always count on you.
Before she heads out, I'm gonna like tilt my head over to Sierra. Good pockets.
What? Check my
Good
pocket.
Check your pockets before she leaves. I do the same.
You guys all check your pockets. Everything seems to be in order. Everything seems to be where they should be, and
I have everything.
you bid Nidus farewell.
Bye bye.
Hunt you down if I need you.
Of course, of course, of course. I showed you where I'll be staying at anyways.
Exactly.
Do we walk today?
So we would walk, but I think Osiris is currently occupied.
Okay.
Osiris, let us know when you are ready to head out. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Bye. Wait, okay, so do I have to speak out loud to use the Sending Stone, or is it telepathic?
You have to speak out loud.
Yeah.
You hear things telepathically, but you still have to speak out loud.
Okay, well, I'll walk out of the room to before I speak.
Okay, it also takes an action to use, so it's gonna break your invisibility.
Will it? Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so I will walk out of the room, then speak, and then I drop my invis, and then what I'll do is I'll walk back into the room, and I'll be like, "Oh, all right, that's where I left the fruit. All right, cool," and like, I'll like look at the apple, and I'll pick it up. I'll cast Mage Hand, and I'll pick it up. I'll say, "Oh, this apple is getting kind of brown, huh? Guess I left it out." And I'll say, "Well, I guess I better throw it away." And then
Oh, keep going.
I'll just like, I'll take the bag of fruit and I'll start walking out.
You happen to notice a single eye open from the captain as he sees you walk out with it, and as you turn the corner, you just hear him groaning, just like, "Ah."
I'll stop. Hey, you're making a lot of noise there, bud. What's going on?
You know exactly what is going on.
Oh, you a little bit hungry there?
He looks at you, or he just speaks out if you're still around the corner. He says, "You know my terms," and he's quiet. He doesn't talk for the rest of the for the rest of the venture.
I'll turn around and I'll walk back up to him and I'll say, okay. Listen, if you give me anything at all, just say a little bit of information about this dirt guy that we're looking for. This fruit's yours.
And now what more information would you need? I've already told you everything up until the point that I need to head over to. I will be more than happy to lead you over to the hidden island if you so take me. But I am not ready to give up my life just yet. I know the whereabouts of where Dirk is, and I know how to get there.
I'll send to my team. Hey, this guy says he could guide us to where we need to go. Do we believe him?
I say, he's been pretty honest with us so far. And I did tell him we'd take him back, and I don't want to break my word.
While I'm listening to this, I'm just saying like loudly, and I'm like swinging, like using my mage hand and swinging around the bag of fruit. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I understand. So we should bring him then?
If he's willing to, could be an option.
All right, you hold on just 1 second, and should we? I say we. Should I bind him, or just let him out? I'll probably have to like ask somebody to open the gate.
Would we need to open the gate?
For his jail cell?
Does he need to go out?
Fair. We are on a boat. Putting two and two together. I understand. Listen. I'm not quite sure how this whole thing works. I haven't, been through the gauntlet yet. All right. And I'll toss him the fruit.
He takes the fruit, gives you a gracious, slightly sarcastic bow. Now, where is it that? Now that you've shown me, if you'll please now let me out so I can show you the way.
Interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna be letting you out just yet. You got your fruit, all right? I'll be back with more. Perhaps.
Very well. But whenever you happen to be ready to head off, I would have been more than happy to navigate you the rest of the way through.
Yeah, for sure. I'll let you know. And I'll leave. And I'll just be like, all right, I'm ready. I didn't get anything.
Alright.
Alright, so we have two options. We have access to the recruitment of Darkcroft to access him, or we have this pirate captain, which we will blindly follow onto some island that he is requiring us to take him to, so that he would take him on good faith of way to Darkcroft himself. Which avenue would we want to take?
I say the pirate. That's trustworthy people.
And for the pirate?
I'll second that. Listen, he seems sketchy, as all pirates might, but, it seems convenient at the same time for him to just, show us,
If he tries to run, I could try out my new gadget.
Yeah, also, we're a whole party of, people who kill, so, if that helps at all.
Just a little bit.
I'd be concerned that option number 2 is too much of a trap. Or potential for a trap. Not knowing much.
Alright. Let's,
You have two yeses. The
About yes.
okay, we'll go with the pirate captain.
Cautionary, yes.
What I say we should do is we should get Prophet, who is an honest pirate, convene with the pirate captain. That way, hopefully, they will talk something out, and Captain could guide Prophet to the islands without the captain actually having to be released. Although I don't know what the captain would do on this boat. It's on a ship with enemies. Be dumb for him to do anything.
Or underestimate people.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for Prophet.
Okay. Prophet seems to be getting things together. They seem to be cleaning the barnacles off the side of the ship, doing repairs, just maintenance, making sure everything's good, restocking on supplies. He's just overseeing all that stuff.
Good morning, Prophet.
And a good morning to you. How may I have, as he goes over, holds out his hand to take yours.
Of course, I give it immediately. No
Gives it to
hesitation.
you. He softly presses his lips onto the back of your hand and then graciously bows towards you. Amayo, it is nice to see you again. Dahlia.
You as well. I enjoyed our drinks last time. So
He
now on to
puts a
business.
hand on his chest and says, "Oh, now of course, and be more than welcome to have another drink. You're the first person to. You are one of the few people who have taken an interest in me. Of course, I do have. I am also friends with some of the other rascals of your new companions."
Would not take an interest in a pirate warforged captain who's traveling with the chemist himself. Tell you,
I have a
very
title.
interesting.
A title.
Hey, what do you think?
I am very
Thank you.
happy with gaining more titles. Now, what brings you here? Business or pleasure?
Yes, business. Business today. We are going to have agreed to take our hostage's word, take him to the islands that he requests, so that he may take us to the war to Lord Dirkokrov himself.
Understood.
Now, as someone, I would rather, let's say, take advice from someone who is more familiar with these type of personnel. What would you suggest how we go about interacting with this?
He leans back on the side of the ship and is just, well, if he's anything like me, then if I am anything like him, I would have to assume that he is in it for his own self-interest. He'll cooperate up until the point that he gets the upper hand. And then he'll try to make a profit out of you. Some coin, if you will. Make sure to keep him close. Very close. Don't give him even room to breathe. Also, if we're heading into the den of thieves, then I'd suggest that the ship is not meant for combat. And if it is a warlord of pirates, we stay off the side of the islands. We let you take one of the smaller ships. You go in as the small party, the small, strong unit that you are. I'll stay off the side of the coast and be prepared if you need me.
Very well. Greatly appreciate your input. Do and accompanying me to gather information from this pirate.
Yeah, I'll join.
Was talking to Prophet.
I'm so sorry.
Now
Are
that...
you talking in the sending stone?
Well, you guys can all... You guys... Something that I noticed you guys do, don't feel bad to cooperate. Even if you're not there, even if you're not speaking the Sending Stones, don't feel bad to metagame a little bit and cooperate and RP. Because you guys are really good at cooperating during combat, but don't feel afraid to do it during role-playing as well. Don't feel like you have to cut yourself off from the rest of the party. But if you guys are having fun playing this way, by all means, keep doing it. I'm not going to stop you. Now, Thalia. Thalia Aten. That would be pleasure. As he accompanies you down below decks.
Now is where I will also invite everyone as we pass by.
Okay. You're like, come. Let's go interrogate this dude.
If anyone else would like to join us, we're going to get the information out of the hostage, but otherwise you're free to prepare yourself on the ship.
Zerus, didn't you interrogate him?
Yeah, but I didn't get anything.
Oh. Okay.
I think you got more than you actually realized.
No, I understand.
Sure, I'll go.
Okay. You guys head down to the cell, whoever decides to go. I'm assuming Olazor tags along as well.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty much just shadowing Syrah because I don't really know anyone else.
I'll just go down there.
I also don't have a sending stone, so I don't hear the conversations that are going. I can hear one side.
Yeah, you can hear me.
That's fine. And Dobie tags along as well. You guys all head down there. The captain perks up and is just like, now what do we have here? An entire party waiting to greet me. What's the special occasion?
It's your birthday!
Freedom as we agreed.
Freedom. Now, isn't that music to my ears? Smirks a
before
big
you
old
put in the
grin.
work. I also grin. Not, of course, before you put in the work.
Well, of course. When did it have it any other way?
Now, we will take you to your island as requested. We'll need you Need you to point out where it is on this map. We'll take it from there.
You think... Do you think I got here on just... do you think I got here because I was a witless two-bit hack? No. I go upstairs. I help navigate to the island. If I point where we need to go on the map, what use do you have for me after that?
Kind of like tilt my head towards Prophet to see if he's like yes or no.
Prophet gives you a slight nod, as in, like, in agreement to the pirate. Like, this is kind of one of those things where he's gonna play his cards close, so you got to keep him even closer.
Anyway, I go and unlock.
You just
I don't even. I just unlock it.
yeah. You take the keys from. Prophet holds up the keys for you to take, as you say very well. You don't even turn to look. You just assume the keys are going to be next to you as you snatch them, unlock the gate, and then you hold out your hand and drop the keys as Prophet catches them. And then the pirate captain takes one bite into his apple, then says, "The name's Mavel Prescott, and I'll be happy to be escorting you into the depths." As he makes his way up the stairs to the top
I'm
side.
always within 10 feet of Mavel Prescott.
It doesn't take long before he begins issuing out orders. To pull up the sails, in the anchor, now hit over to starboard, ready the port side cannons, and everyone's like rushing around, and Prophet is kind of standing there with a bit of a frown on his face as this guy just kind of gets up there and starts bossing his men around. At first, they don't do anything, but then Prophet gives them a slight nod, and they begin bustling around.
So he was the captain of the other ship that got destroyed.
Yes.
Correct?
Like,
Okay. And so some of those crewmates are here now?
we killed them all.
I think you guys killed them all.
Killed them all.
I don't think
Because-
you left any survivors because
No.
so-and-so started executing people.
Exactly.
And the
It was a
crew
big
did
thing.
not like that.
I see.
I'm like always kind of hovering about Mavel, kind of, right?
Okay. All right. The ship starts to take away from port side, and you guys start to make your way to sea. As you guys begin to head out over to the islands. Now, Uzers, as some time passes by, you begin to realize you guys are heading closer and closer to the Monkey Dance Island.
I see.
Oh, I can't
So I have
grab
to
the
make-
boat. Crap.
I have to make a decision right now, huh? I will keep my mouth shut for the time being.
Okay, that's fine. You guys pass by the Monkey Islands. As you make your way over to this area, which is unknown to most people on the maps.
I would also like to use my cartography experience and tools to map out where we're going.
Okay, yeah, you begin mapping out the area. And these islands are actually
Is my
Ooh. Hold on. Okay. So these islands are known to some of the people in as Vorin. This area is just known as Vorin. It is. Does anyone speak? I forgot what the language called. Like demonic, infernal.
No.
Nope.
No.
I do not.
Okay. Well, these islands are called Vorin. They have another meaning to them in the common tongue, but
Oh, okay.
as you reach this area, you see a bunch of jagged rocks, sunken ships, destroyed areas, and Prophet leans over to you, Thalia, and is like, "This is about as far as we can go." Now, it's been
Alright.
some journey here, so you guys have had a long rest and everything. You guys have this has taken about a day's journey.
Oh, did you say
I
the,
would
the
like
words?
to craft.
Where's my paper? Hold on. Oh my god. Could you
Go ahead and craft. Olazor, is there anything that did you pick up any crafting by chance, or is there crafting that you want to pick up?
No, I don't.
That's fine. You knock off another day from your thing, Syrah. Uzaris, you do your thing.
I'd probably need to get some money. That'd be great.
It's my situation.
Guys are broke.
Someone's like broken this.
Yeah, we are.
Everyone but
Where's my
me.
phone? She got all her group money.
I sure do.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I gotta get a potion.
Yeah, I gave you one.
All right. So these islands are very much separated. They're very much there's like huge cliff sides. As you guys do your crafting and you get your crafting done, you all walk out. It is nighttime. It is dark. It is hard to see anything. It is hard. Even Mavel kind of tells everyone in this area it's no longer safe. You must stay. You must stay close. There are booby traps everywhere, and I'm not entirely welcome to these parts. Now, who will be the landing party that goes with me?
Would
I will go.
have a list.
All right. So basically,
I'm
the main
freaking
party.
muted. Everyone, let's go.
Yeah.
We all go.
5?
All 5.
All right. You all get on the boat, and you make your way past the raging like waves. The waves are huge here, abnormally huge.
Before we leave, can we give Prophet a sending stone?
Yeah, you can give Prophet a sending stone.
Fucking God.
Let's see. You have.
I thought we had
Is it
another.
Nala has a sending stone?
Ola. Where's
Yeah,
Nala?
Yeah.
Nala, the Sierra Vistra.
We
Sierra-
didn't know.
She has Prophet sending stone. So Sierra Vistra's sending stone And then 1, 2, 3. The 4 of you have Ascending Stone, so that's 5.
Mhm.
And now you're gonna get
I'd
one
like
to Prophet,
7.
which is 6. And then Broxer has 1, which is 7.
Actually, it's cell captures.
Yeah.
That's right. It's all kept hers. So,
We don't have any extra ones.
so you guys have 6 total.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't have an extra one to give to Prophet.
Okay.
He'll take Seravistra's.
Okay.
And
Good.
he'll keep her informed as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4,
We should-
5.
we should-
Yeah, the 5 of you guys have it, and then Prophet has one. Okay. So,
Alright.
does anyone have vehicle handling?
Maybe.
No.
These waves are huge. Think Rise of Skywalker huge.
Might. It's either land vehicle or just vehicle in general.
It's specifically vehicle. Like if you have boat handling, yada yada. It's essentially like
I don't think that's in the PHB, is it?
it is. If you,
It
if
is?
you if you pick like a background as a sailor or something like that, you get to handle vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can handle boats and vehicles and stuff like that. Well, one of you guys is gonna have to take the small boat and navigate the party through these giant waves.
There we go, the boat.
Don't think I do.
Man, why does Louis hang out with you?
He loves me. He's putting me to sleep.
I thought I did and didn't write it down because I was like, when is that ever gonna come up?
Surprise! It's come up.
If
Surprise!
I had a dime for every time I've forgotten about something because I didn't think it would ever come up.
So yeah, you guys get into the small ship, the small boat, and you see, for whatever reason, these islands bring up these huge waves. Like something about these islands are pulling in these giant waves, almost like there's this magnetism to the island, and it's messing up, and the waves get really huge, and they come sending out, and the ship is coasting right outside of these giant waves.
So there's gonna be a driver, right? I'm standing right behind the driver using control water the entire time.
Okay.
Shape water.
Okay.
Shape water to help somewhat. I have shape water. Not much, but it does a little bit.
Oh yeah, we could use spells, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting.
That'll be helpful. Yeah, shape water will be helpful.
The cantrip, so I don't get tired or like I don't have to recast it or anything, and I can change the flow of water any direction.
All right, I'm waiting on you guys. Come on.
I guess I can row the boat or whatever, however it works, as long as someone's guiding me to where we're supposed to go.
Okay, you sit here then. I'll be behind you.
So there's gonna be like a I don't know how to explain it. You know when you're playing Witcher or whenever you're like when you have like those motorboats, they have
Yep.
that stick. Basically, you're
Yep.
controlling the rudder.
Okay.
All right, you're handling the rudder. Here we go. As you guys take off, you head off. The first big wave starts to take shape. How long does that shape water last? Oh, it's only one action.
It's one action,
So-
instantaneous, or 1 hour.
Or 1 hour. Oh, I see. I see. Cool. So, oh, the time to cast is 1 action, but the duration's 1 hour. All right, so you start shaping the water as you guys make your way up one of the waves, and you get up to the crest of the wave, and the boat begins to teeter. You hear the captain pirate, Mavel, just begins to be like, hold this steady now, and I'm gonna make a vehicle, which you don't have, which would be usually adding your proficiency to it, but I'm gonna go ahead. Your choice of strength or wisdom.
Most certainly strength.
Okay.
Does he not get any type of boost because of my shape water?
I'm lowering the DC.
Okay, thank you.
22 then.
You pull the rudder with ease as you make it rip to one other side. Let's see if I can get some tense music up in here for you guys.
We're camping.
Yeah. Let's see. And as you pull the rudder over with ease, as you pull in your strength, you hear as the rudder, like the thing that you're pulling on, begins to splinter because you're pulling a little too hard against the water as it starts to bend and creak. You make it down one as you guys begin to gain speed. It's like a roller coaster. You hit the bottom, crash. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw to see if you don't fly out of the boat. I guess Uzurus, you have advantage because you can fly.
Can I just fly out of the boat?
There's a chance that you could still slip and then fall into the ocean.
All right. I'll take my chances. But
You're just gonna fly?
yeah, I'm just gonna fly.
Okay. You go ahead and make the advantage because you weren't already flying. I assumed you were on the boat.
Yeah.
Does Uzurus' wings get tired of flying?
Well, yeah, but
Takes a minute.
that is a 14.
14?
Now.
Okay. Well, you guys had to beat a 13.
Did it?
You did it.
That was pretty good.
Dobby, what's your dexterity?
Bro, why, like, I don't even know. 19's the lowest I can get. I don't even know why I rolled. Like, 19. If I need a 19 or higher, let me know. But until then, just. I passed. Don't
Is
worry.
that your saving throw for dexterity?
No, never mind. I think it's a 6. Hang on.
I was like, holy crap.
No, my bad. I'm sorry. It's an 18. That's my bad. What's going on there?
Everyone makes it. Uzurus, you're like, man, F this crap, and you start flying to stop this. You guys start climbing up again. There's too much weight on the back of the ship. The front of the ship is starting, as you guys are climbing up, the front of the ship, the nose is starting to come back. You guys are about to flip. You're about to do a whole 180 and flip the boat.
Give me about 10 minutes. I can make the boat heavier.
I'm setting up a timer. You're about to
Yes.
flip.
Alright, I wanna try to steady the boat.
What do you do?
I
Race
race.
to the front.
Okay, you race to the front. All right, you guys all run to the front and you lean in on the front, except for Olazor because he's holding onto the.
Yeah, I'm
he's holding
staying
onto
on the rudder.
I'll just fly above.
Okay, you fly above. Who all went to the front?
Me.
I wanted to, like, brace myself.
Oh, you brace yourself.
Yeah.
Go to the front.
Okay, Thalia and Dobie run over to the front. Sarah braces herself. Thalia and Dobie, you guys have just enough weight to hold the ship down, and then you guys start to crest over again. Olazor, wisdom or strength. You can't add your proficiency.
I say what? I can?
You can't.
Can't. Okay.
That's a strong spell.
Oh boy.
Water helping you.
You know what? I'll go for wisdom. What could go
Okay.
wrong? I almost broke it last time.
Is it 10?
Yep.
Okay, even with the water, you guys begin to tumble as you take on. He's unable. You try to see a path, a good pathway, a good way to take up the water, but you're unable to do it. So as you guys just crest over, the boat tips, and you guys are now sideways as the boat is.
Can I not use shaped water to ride us again?
You can attempt to go ahead and make a concentration saving throw to see if you didn't break your concentration.
I would like to cast Water Walk.
Concentration is the D20 plus my con, right?
No,
Just a D20?
it's plus whatever your normal modifier is. So for a wizard / whatever your first class is that you pick,
Okay, so 17.
it's intelligence. Okay, you just have to beat. Wait, am I doing that right? Did I forget how concentration checks work?
I thought it was like a constant it had.
If
it
you
was
take
hot.
damage, then the DC is the amount of damage you take.
No, you
Um,
just it's you're thinking of something else. It's a save of 11 is a concentration check.
Oh, well, I made it straight 12, and then I added
Okay.
plus 5.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm pretty sure you add just your modifier. I can't remember at the moment, but
A concentration check is actually a Constitution saving throw from page 203 to 204 of the player's handbook.
oh, it's a Constitution saving throw. Oh, okay. But you still rolled a 12, so you're good. Thank you for looking that up. You start shifting the water, and you push out most of the water, and you're able to rock the ship back into place. You guys have taken on water, so the ship is a lot more heavier, and the water's sloshing about.
To be safe, I'm gonna cast Water Walk on everybody.
Okay, everyone now has water.
Except me.
Except you. You don't want to Water Walk?
I wanted
I got
Uh,
10 people.
Oh, really? 10 people?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Then I'll take it.
Alright.
If it's
Risky
like
scenario, you don't drown, you know?
if it's the difference of a spell slot, then don't use it on me. But I guess if it's just you have 10
Yeah.
people, then
It's just 10 willing creatures I can see.
Zeus is like, nah, I don't want it.
nah, I want it.
Okay.
I fly.
The ship flipped over, but it's not going down the path correctly. You guys are turned around. You're spinning about. You know if you hit the bottom of this, the ship's gonna explode. It's gonna get broken into pieces.
Double check the. I will cast Wall of Force to create a wall underneath the boat to save it from crashing.
Okay.
Essentially a floor. And pick it like. Does that make sense? Let me
Yes.
read the spell out to you. An invisible wall of force springs into existence at a point you choose within range. Range is 120 feet. The wall appears in any orientation you choose, such as horizontal or vertical barrier, or at an angle. It can be free floating.
I see what you're saying. So you're making kind of like a ramp with it.
You can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius up to 10 feet, or you can shape a flat surface. I basically make a wall to save the boat from crashing.
Okay. Go. You're being kind of vague. Go ahead. And
Okay.
go ahead and just make a spell attack for me.
All right.
What is the boat going to hit if he...
Water.
Okay. So.
You're just. So basically, the waves are so big that you guys are going at almost a 90-degree angle, and where you guys essentially are going to like flatten out, you'll hit it. You'll go in at a 90-degree angle sideways, and you're gonna hit it sideways instead of like
Okay,
cutting
alright.
through it like a knife.
I'm gonna be more
Or magical
specific.
water.
If this helps you out.
Okay.
I will make it in the shape of like a semi-sphere, like
Okay.
a half a sphere.
Yeah.
I will also create holes for water to drain out of. So I will just sort of like cradle the boat
Okay,
And let the water drain out.
You'll kind of guide it. Okay, that works. Oh, that's good. Yeah, before, like, I wasn't trying to play against you. I was just like, I don't know what there's a lot you could do with that, so I'm just gonna make him roll for it.
Right. Oh, well, I misunderstood the spell. I thought the spell was always just a flat wall.
Gotcha.
And then then it says you could basically do whatever you want with it.
So, you begin doing that. You cradle the ship. You save the ship. Go ahead, Olazor. Go ahead and roll for handling with the ship with advantage.
Strength or wisdom again? I'm just gonna go with strength.
You're gonna go with strength.
I'm still using shape water, right?
You're still good. Yeah, you saved your constitution. Everyone has water walking.
With advantage.
Nice.
So that's
You
gonna be a
pull it.
24.
Now the water's not fighting you as nearly as bad, and you're with the help of the wall and the water shifting, you're able to steer clear. Boom! You make it. This is the last hill. You guys got to get up. As you guys make it past up the wave, up, you can see the shore is just on the other crest. Make another check, Olazor. Strength as you reach the
Strength.
top to make sure you go down straight.
24 again.
24, you're fighting the water, and you hear a resounding snap as you break the rudder.
Yeah.
The handle to the rudder. You just goof. You look at everyone, and you're just holding a broken rudder in your hand. You're holding- but the ship is straight. You're straight, and you're like a roller coaster. You guys are going. You're going too fast. You're gonna hit the shore. You're gonna hit the beach side at really fast speeds. How are you guys gonna plan?
I jump out!
Sarah jumps. She abandons ship.
Yeah.
Abandoned ship!
I second the motion. I can walk on water and there's no more waves. I'm out.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, alright. I'm seeing other people ditch out, I'm ditching.
Oh,
So you
With
guys,
water?
I don't know how water walk
I want
works.
to, so I can
If that's-
cast.
Can I stick a dagger into the rotor so it stops going without breaking it completely? You know what I'm saying? Or no? I don't even know. how to have the strength
You're
to do
fine.
that.
The ship's good. He basically he pulled it just enough to where like he aimed you guys for the shoreline. So even if the rudder wasn't broken, this would still be happening. If he didn't roll high enough, you guys would have like flipped over again. The only issue now is you don't have a rudder when you're trying to get back to your main ship.
Yeah.
That complicates
They go
things.
enough to where, well, never mind. Like,
That complicates
it
things going
crashing
back home.
would it break the boat?
You can find out.
Maybe shipless. That's what I'm saying. Like, have it.
So I can freeze water with shape water. Can I like?
So with Water Walk, if a creature is submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per
Okay.
round.
Okay.
So
Okay. So Sierra and Dobie abandon ship. They jump out. They're like,
that's I just want you
Want
to
to
at least
try-
want to.
yeah. And this is
Freeze
about like.
them.
Okay. Sorry. I'll shut up.
I want to try and save the boat. I want to try and freeze the water so that it doesn't crash into the sand, but it like kind of uses the frozen water as a ramp to slide onto the sand.
Okay. So
Doesn't crash.
all right. That's a maneuver. You're going at fast speeds. I am gonna ask you to make a spell attack with that.
But Dahlia, you got two artificers. Come on, you can fix a boat.
Spell attack?
Yep.
15.
Did you say 18?
1-5.
15. You form this ramp as you're trying to form it as the ship's jostling you around. You're able to get it off. And Olazor, did you say you stayed on the ship, or did you say you jumped?
No, I tossed a bit of
Jump.
rudder that was in my hand and I ditched.
Okay, you toss it. Everyone sees what you're doing, Thalia, but they jump out, seeing how fast you're going. You're alone in the ship. You barely create this ramp, and you slide. You make it a little bit too high, and the ship flies with you in it.
I Misty Step out onto the shore.
You immediately, as you go airborne, you Misty Step, zoom, and then the ship crashes into the sand. You did save the ship, but it is like nose first, just its butt sticking out of the sand right now. And the other guys, you guys are like bottles in the ocean, like message bottles. At first you guys got submerged, and then one by one each of you are like bloop, 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 like popping out.
Start springing up.
Spring up, and you make your way to the shoreline. You guys did it. You guys made it.
Nice.
Woo! Wait, what happened to the captain guy?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
They stayed on the ship.
Yeah. His legs are sticking out of the sand as his head is like waist in his legs, and you just hear some murmuring, just like.
Oh yeah, we had them tied up. Oh.
No, you
I'll walk over and not too gently yank him out of the sand.
You grab him by the ankles and you just pull him up with one hand, like you're pulling out like a carrot or something. The sand just. He's like. Well, not my most graceful landings, but it'll do.
They did not realize he was with us. I thought he stayed on the ship.
No, he jumped. He said, "Who's gonna be my landing party?"
Ah.
Okay. Hold on. I accidentally forgot to press some buttons on my phone. The island's name is Veron.
Have to pee.
All right, and then Neville, Prescott. Okay, we're good. So, you're at the side. You're at the beachfront, and as you're there, you see a pathway. There's a jungle. Large green leaves, very like tropical, like rainforest type jungle. It's very thick. This side of these islands, from what you know as a cartographer, Thalia, are mostly uncharted. And you understand why. It seems nearly impossible to get ships anywhere near these islands.
Wonderful. I suspect you don't know the way.
He starts knocking off some of the sand. Well, now if you speak of it that way, of course I know the way. But I'm not exactly too welcome to these fronts, and Dirk is not the most, forgiving of sorts. You see, slave trading is frowned upon within his community. And, well, I was doing a bit of that before we found ourselves here in this predicament. Now, you did save me, and I didn't give you much information. First off, before you go about, I do know the way, but I am a man of my word, and that I will keep. Dirk is someone none of us have truly ever really met. There's a shadow with great big darkness to him, large bat-like wings and claws and fangs, eyes for slits, and smoke that surrounds him constantly. He has a knack for blowing up things that he doesn't like, and also blowing up things that he does like. He really likes to blow things up.
Can I make a history or some kind of check to filter through my memory brain of being like, what creature does that resemble?
Sure. Bat-like wings, slits for eyes, claws and fangs, shrouded in smoke. Go ahead and make a history check.
The Demi-Girl for sure.
That's a 21.
21. There's some things that might fit the bill, but it almost sounds made up. I know you guys on the stream can't see it, and I know my friends on Discord can see it, but my cat is just knocked out on the bed, and I can't stop looking at it.
He's so cute over there.
Dark Shadowrun. Alright, well then, would you like to lead the way?
Well, I most certainly do not, but it seems to me that I don't have a choice of the matter.
No.
He begins walking down the path. As he does, these torches,
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot. I wanted to make an insight check when he was like, I'm not welcome with these people. They don't like me.
oh yeah, go for it.
A 6.
A 6. That's actually good. You've spent a lot of time with these people, and you've spent some time in the tavern. You've spent a lot of time in Syndra. You got the idea that there's a pirate's like code. These pirates have like a code. They steal and they do all of these other horrible things, and they kill. But you know that they don't like cold-blooded murder, or at least most of them don't. They'll still do it. They'll still do it. Their code's very flexible. But slave trading is not popular among them. Even among those who wanted to join Dirk, there's not a lot. It's not something that they do. That is more affiliated with another band of people, another group of people. Matter of fact, the Dragonborn Society, they do that a lot. They take slaves in. They kind of have like a monopoly on the slaves and the tradings and stuff like that. So there's a lot of the lizard folks that do that.
Good to know.
Yeah. And so that's why for the most part you guys were kind of like safe when you've been air traveling, because all the slave traders or all the they were like, oh, it's a Nala ship, it's a Nalayan ship. I don't know how to say that. We'll just leave them alone because that's where our money comes from. But then Malvin heard that there was a Cannith on board, and he was like, this is too good of an opportunity. Only to have failed.
Because Sir Kenneth is awesome.
Okay. As you guys go, these torches are lit, but they're blue? Their flames are blue. Some of the flames are green. As you guys are going by, and this island, it's almost like it's humming. It's like everything seems to be. You can't help but notice that there's almost like this synchronization between this island and everything around it. You can't help but almost feel at home, even though you've never been here before.
Don't like this.
As you guys walk, you hear drumming. Boom, 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 boom. And then there's this huge explosion just off in the distance. Maval stops in his tracks, and there's almost like this huge gulping noise that he makes. Now, is it necessary for me to be with you whenever all this takes place? As you can tell, you just follow the torchlit pathway, and you'd be on your way. Of course, the explosions are where the main campsite is going to be at.
Don't know yet. It could either be useful or extremely unuseful to us.
Right. So, you get to this opening, and it's kind of like you guys basically walked to this middle area, and everything's calm, and there's this like beautiful light blue glow to the water, and this huge, there's like tons of boats, maybe over a dozen boats of different ships and areas in this cave, this cove. It's like a cove, but you know it's a cave. And there's a huge cove that opens up, and there's this kind of like this own port, this own small area, and it's full of just gold and gems. And you see all these different pirates kind of laughing and talking and going about with one another's business. And these pirates, there's less human among them. There's a lot more like orcs and elves and like tieflings. This is probably the most populated area of tieflings that you guys have seen since you've been traveling. And as you walk up, one of the pirates stops you as you get there, and they look over at Maval and they go, "What do we have here? If it isn't Maval Prescott himself coming to join the rest of us. What? You ran out of money again, Maval? You got a lot of bravery coming up here." And he looks over and says, "Who is it that you brought with you?" Maval says, and he kind of steps away from you guys to go privately speak to this pirate.
Can I try and grab the collar of his shirt as he tries to do this?
Oh yeah, you grab him, you pull him right back. Oh, these guys. Oh, I've lost his voice. I keep changing between too many voices. Well, these guys, these just happen to be my friends. I met them along the way, just showing them through. We'd like to, pay our dues, if it be. Well, Maval, what happened to your crew? Did you lose them? Another mutiny? These folks, they're much better than a crew. Each of them 10 men themselves, yep, if not more. I'll just be going through now, as he quickly sidesteps past the two guards as they don't move. They kind of look you guys up and down, and then they step aside as Ozora's big figure kind of just like just encumbrance takes up a lot of the space. And you guys walk through.
No.
All right.
Right?
Maval turns around to you guys and says, pulls at his collar. Now, is that really necessary of you to do such a thing to me? I think not. But I do happen. Look, we walk over there. We throw down some of the black powder. We can get you an audience with Dirk himself. I don't know what you guys' plan is here, or if you plan to sabotage the bay, but here is our main base of operations. I've brought you here. Now, I can go. Do we have ourselves a deal?
But first, yeah, tell me about that bird bath.
I don't know too much about the bird bath. It's a way of communications between us and Dirk. It's something that we found here on this island. This island's ancient. It was not first inhabited by us. An ancient a race long gone from here. Some of their equipment was still left behind, and we figured out how to use it.
Telling the truth.
Okay. Well,
Does anyone has any objections? Ready to go. Only if anyone. No objections.
no objections. I kept my word.
What'd you say, Dobie?
I said he did his part.
All right.
I want to make note of what direction he goes.
Okay, that's good. Make a perception check.
Oh, perception? All day, baby.
a
13.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to catch on where he's heading. You see him. You
Okay.
see him heading a certain way, and you see him going. What looks to be, I don't know. It looks to be like he's heading like eastbound. There's like a little. They have like their own little shops and stuff here, and it looks like he's heading into the alleyway between two certain shops or two certain storage areas.
I'm going to. Never mind.
So yeah, you guys were sent here to stop Dirk. You've successfully infiltrated their main base of operation. But you
Nice.
know nothing of these people. And they seem not too different than the people of Syndra, if not just filled with more minorities.
Okay. Maybe not immediately, but I do want to make sure to keep an eye out for any sort of magical prowess among the people around here.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
I would like to just mill about and keep an ear out for anything related to Dirk Croft.
Okay, make an investigation check. So you know if you want to summon Dirk, you go to one of the aisles and you drop one of the smoke bombs, and they'll summon Dirk.
Got the one. Got the one.
A
But I'm gonna
one?
use my. I got the one, but I'm
Oh,
gonna use my
no.
inspiration.
Okay.
Got a one. It's an 18.
18? Okay. You're hearing about the same stuff you heard in Syndra. That Dirk is demonic, Dirk likes to blow stuff up, and Dirk has plans to deal with these corporate overlords.
No, like active plans.
Active plans? Sorry, yes, there is one actually. And this is information you couldn't learn in Syndra. So, they are within the next nightfall. They're planning an attack on a main city, and they're going to try to strike first. They're going to bombard a city, an elven city. I'll tell you the name of it right now. And try to destroy the infrastructure of the city and try to get a sneak attack on the naval base to almost like a preemptive strike on them. And this will cause thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of civilian casualties.
You said you were gonna say which city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Xian Anna Brightfall.
Okay. And Anna Brightfall. Well, it looks like we only have about maybe 16 hours until they launch an attack on a. What do I know about Zianana Brightfall?
It's a big city. Xianana is or the city of Brightfall, as some of the more commoners say it. Okay, I gave you both its names. because you speak Elvish. The name is Xian Ana, but it translates to Brightfall. So you can call it either or.
Okay.
But the city of Brightfall is... It's a huge hub like, I don't want to say the wealthy, but a lot of the powerhouses. So a huge hub for like guilds to bring in their goods or to transit their people. There's a lot of portals. There's a lot of teleportation circles there. So if guilds need to do business on this side of the island or this side of the world, a lot of them will teleport there. They have it's a huge naval port. So it's a big infrastructure for markets and for transportation. It's almost like an airport. It's like a major airport,
Okay.
a major port for the main big powerhouses of, like, I'm putting in quotation free states, as in guilds, but they're basically empirical, as if they've set up a lot of colonies in a lot of places everywhere. And a big name that is set up there are the Cannons.
Okay. Well, looks like we have up to 16 hours until they bombard and attempt to infiltrate and destroy one of the biggest cities on the side of the
But at the same time, this is also where the same navy is going to go and attack Syndra. So, if you look on the map, it's this city right here.
Oh, that big one.
Can I ask for
This is
clarification? What is a Cannith?
The most amazing person in the world.
So, Syrah is a Cannith. Canniths
Okay.
are part of the... What are they part of, Caitlin?
I have it. Right
Canniths
here.
their family helped build war forges.
Gotcha.
So they accidentally created war forges. They're not the top of the guild. They're actually second
Yeah,
in the
we're-
guild, but they still have a lot of influence and power and a lot of delegation. Syrah is from that family. And they're the Tinkerer Guild. So they're the guild that is best known for inventing and crafting.
Okay.
Zorlan.
So that is a Cannith. And right now the Canniths are helping out in the near destruction of Syndra because Syndra's causing too much problems for trade routes and other things. When in reality, it's actually these people from Vernon who are causing the issues. But they're from Syndra, so people are mixing them up. So that's why Kubus wants you to go over here to stop them.
Gotcha.
However, this people wouldn't have been created if it wasn't for the fact that these guilds didn't have such a tight grip on all these other colonies and all these trade routes and all these materials, because they are like, oh, well, we're only going to be the greatest crafting guild in the world if we own all the mining settlements, if we own all the farming settlements and all the other settlements. And so they basically have monopolized a lot of the world's resources so that they can stay on top.
Okay. Perhaps that was more information than I was bargaining for.
It's
but
probably.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I gave you the general information that you should know, and then I also gave you information that you have technically been learning since you've been in Syndra. I know
Okay.
you're trying to show a cat cam, but on stream you're just showing Louis' butt.
Kitty cat.
Okay.
Well, if anyone has any of ideas, I have to
The way
proceed.
he's staring at the camera. Sorry. I'd say we just go in there and talk to him.
He appears to us, and I don't think starting a ship. Starting
Oh, he'll appear for me.
it's literally think that starting a fight in the middle of our enemy base would be the greatest idea.
Who said I was gonna start a fight?
What would you suggest?
Spreading around there's a Kenneth here.
As you say that, you hear a big old sigh from Olazur.
I was here for a fight.
I know.
Do you really think they'll take so kindly that the Kenneth is here when they are trying to actually attack the Kenneths and take them down?
That's why he'll show himself to me.
Then what would he do next with you?
Well, I'd like to see him try to do anything.
As much confidence as I have in all of her fighting skills,
Yeah, keeping her mouth shut so hard.
rough idea of how many pirates I can see from where I'm currently standing,
Couple hundred. Yep.
Of them.
as I just kind of start trying to count them.
Nah, they're pirates. They got like 7 health. Don't worry about it.
Just keep stabbing till you're tired, and then keep stabbing some more.
Writing that down. 7 L.
While you all try and come up with a better idea, I'm going to actually go and investigate and gather information. I would like to see the boat situation, how many boats there are, how many are ready to, sail.
So yeah, they are essentially prepping for their fight. As of right now, you see 13 boats with 1 man of war.
With one what? Man of war?
Isn't that a jellyfish?
No, that's a massive ship.
It's a gun from Ghost Sillies.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you see this ship on the map? You see the ship right here? Right here?
Yeah, that one.
A man of war is 3 times the size.
Yeah, man of war usually have what, 3 rows of cannons?
Yeah, they have
Like
3
on-
36 per side.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So this
I still we
is
steal
what
that
the
one.
normal ships look like. The man of war that essentially docked on the side. That is. You remember that dungeon? What was it? Not Booty Bay. Was it Booty Bay? No, it's not Booty Bay.
Dead Mines.
Dead Mines. You remember Dead Mines dungeon?
Uh-huh.
That's about the size of a man of war.
What
Yeah,
kind
okay.
of...
My bad. Honestly, I'm thinking about Dead Mines as I'm imagining this place.
So, people who are working, going in and out, they kind of authorized personnel.
I mean, that's a very
Trying to-
loose word for authorized.
Yeah. Kinda observe the I don't know. I would just like to observe the dynamics of people prepping the ships.
They're organized. They know each other. They're crews, right? It's kind of like being on a basketball team, but nobody's wearing a uniform. You all know who's on whose crew.
Yeah.
And there is organization to it all, but there's no guards. There are guys posted to guard, but once you are inside, there's no government that's keeping everything in order.
Yeah.
So you don't need a badge to get in any doors or anything.
Also, everybody knows everybody here, so we're gonna get called out really quickly. Quote unquote.
Okay, I still haven't found a. Oh my gosh, that was that song? That was just a bunch of birds chirping.
Very quickly, I just want to drop my vest. Not just on the ground, but I'll just fold it up and I don't know, throw it somewhere.
Okay.
Look, I'm an owl.
To it, if you want.
Sure. Yeah. You don't mind?
Do you keep the necklace on?
Yeah. I mean, it's a useful necklace. but yeah, it's pretty useful. Does it glow?
Your necklace? I don't even know what your necklace is.
Amulet of proof against detection.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Basically, if
you still have that?
I mean, I guess.
No, it doesn't glow. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Just want to take on a more owl-like appearance.
Okay. You strip naked.
Yeah, I do strip naked.
This is all
that's
you
it.
guys. This is all you
End
guys.
of-
I can't do anything until you guys do something.
I'll scout out. Well, like, what's? Oh, I don't even know. I'll just scout. I'll stealth and scout. I'm like, let me know if you guys find anything or anything. I'll
Okay,
go
roll.
try to get some info.
Roll for stealth and then make an depending on your stealth check. We'll see how your investigation goes. Oh, that's right, you get advantage.
19. Yeah.
Roll for advantage on investigation.
Oh, prong dice. Okay, cool.
Interesting dice you're using there.
Probably higher than the ones I'm gonna get right now. I never mind that. Investigation, I think it's a +1. Give me a second. Oh, it's +3, so 20.
Okay. You, yeah. You start. Dobie starts sneaking away. He all too easily disappears behind boxes and kind of blends in with the crowds and stuff like that. You guys lose sight of him pretty quickly.
Are people putting stuff on the mana row?
Man o' War. Think of Man,
Man o'
of War.
Yeah, mana war.
Uh-huh.
They're bringing stuff onto the ship, right?
More or less, they're more or less putting stuff on their own ships. The Man of War has like a lot of the gold. You can see they've kind of built the town around the Man of War. It's almost beached onto the cove, or at least it seems like it is.
People aren't like coming in and out of the man of war.
Not too much. There is infrastructure built around it, but it almost seems like almost like it's a mansion than anything else. You can assume that this is where Dirk is probably staying.
Oh. Okay, I will also do what Dobie did, investigate, but not sneakily. Kind of walk around.
Okay. Sierra? Olazar?
I'm gonna wait for Sierra because I'm probably gonna end up sticking with someone who has a sending stone, and Sierra's the only one I know out of the group.
What's the range of our standing stones? Does
Unlimited.
anybody know?
Nothing.
Unlimited?
Unlimited.
Even multi-dimensional.
Even multi-dimensional.
Yep.
All right, I'll take a stroll. I'll take a fly around the island.
I think it's like a. I don't know. You could look up sending stone. It's an item, but
Yeah.
it's with some homebrew elements onto it. I think it's like a 10% or 5% chance that the message
Yeah,
doesn't go
good.
through if you're in another dimension.
You're on another plane.
Well,
There's another chance.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the middle.
all right. Well, those are accompanies you as you're doing so. How do you gather information, Thalia? Are you just listening? Are you talking to people? What's going on?
Yeah, I want to go. You said there's like markets and people blowing about. I want to shop the markets.
It's the
Interact with
equivalent of
people.
markets. They're more like
flea market?
Well, no, it's like they're like storage units, but people bring back plunder, right? And it's the way that they trade between each other. So they've kind of created their own little like ecosystem here where someone, like people, they went and they attacked this merchant and now they have like guns from this merchant. So they're trying to sell their guns to the other pirates.
Mm-hmm.
The guns that they stole, and then these pirates then use the guns to go steal more guns, which then they try to sell to these pirates. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah. So but yeah, it is a market. This is, you can clearly see, like, there's not official pose. There's not. This isn't Gilmore's Goods and Wares or anything like that posted anywhere on the side. You walk up to one of these markets. You notice people start looking at you.
My badge isn't out, right?
No, but I mean, you're dressed pretty nice, and you're not really anyone notices, like, that they know right off the bat. No one says anything to you, but you're able to walk up.
What are they selling?
So there's kind of like a row of things going down. A lot of it is weapons. So they got like flintlock pistols, muskets, rifles. They also have tailoring goods. So there's a place that's selling furs. There's a place that's selling like silk and other threads. And there's also another place that's selling jewelry.
Look at the jewelry.
Okay, you go to the jewelry. This guy has like boxes. He doesn't have like a very efficient display setup, but he has like necklaces and rings and
boxes,
just
right?
gems. Yeah, they're kind of like chests that he has opened up. There, some of them are jumbled together, some of them are not.
Cool. I'll start slowly digging through it.
Okay, roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
As she's doing this, I wanna walk up to like one of the like goods areas and tell Olazar, watch this.
Okay.
And then I cast a catapult on a barrel.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Got a 30.
catapult just sends it flying.
Yeah, up to 90 feet.
Okay,
in a
you
dir-
just, this barrel just like you start casting your spell and this barrel just takes off. It almost hits Uzurus as Uzurus is just flying around as it arcs just past him like a cannonball, and it goes crashing off in the cove in the distance, and all the pirates turn to you. One of the orcs stands up and is like,
Hey, Daisy!
"What you go and do that for?"
It was an accident.
What the hell was that?
I am both trying to hold in my laughter and hide that I'm laughing at the same time.
Make a performance check.
Performance.
Oh wow, yeah, you do a
That's a
great job.
23.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, you do a great job at hiding it. Those don't go throwing around things of such nature. You're gonna get us all blown up.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was an accident.
He goes and grabs you by the arm. Don't be sorry.
Ooh, I'm gonna jerk my arm out of his grip.
Okay. You rip your arm out of his grip.
Don't touch me.
He kind of snarls at you, showing off his orc fangs as he's like looking down at you.
I want to learn that spell.
You don't scare me.
the catapult spell.
Yeah, that sounds like such a cool spell to have.
Make an intimidation check.
You're a wizard, right? You can learn it.
You're a wizard, Ivy.
I can't.
Oh, no! Your intimidation.
Why? That's a +1.
At this point, his friends start to kind of get up from where they were standing. They start to surround you and Olazur, and they're like, "Hey, what crew you happen to be from, anyways?" And one of the goblins is like, "Yeah, what crew you from? And why you going around throwing stuff around?"
I'm from Dirk Cockcroft's crew.
Make a deception check. Olazur, feel free to help out whenever you want, or feel free to interject whenever you want. Go ahead and make a deception check.
And this here's my second man.
I'm just gonna look around menacingly.
Oh, I saw it on that 20.
Make
and then it walks to the
Make an
2.
intimidation check, Olazur. Yeah, I thought you got that 20 for a second.
That is also a +1.
Intimidation. 10.
10. They kind of bark out loud, laughing, just like the orc stares at you, still grimacing, not even laughing. Nobody is part of Dirk's crew. Matter of fact, I don't remember seeing you around these parts.
I'm a new hire.
You'll be dead.
Well, it sure as hell won't be you the one. You won't be the one to kill either one of us.
Is that so?
I can guarantee it.
And what's some half-breed gonna do about it?
You want to try me? I'll put you on the ground.
Surprised
You
Talia
start,
is not
each of the
trying to
orcs
stop
start, like, not orcs, each of the other crewmates go, ooh, as they hear a challenge. He looks around, this big orc is like, I ain't back down from a fight. And if that's a challenge, I'd happily take it. And it looks down at Syrah. I'm not through with you. Once I put your friend in his place, we're gonna have a long talk.
Point. I'm cracking my knuckles, rolling my neck. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And a fighting circle starts to appear around you guys. Dobie, you start gathering information. You start hearing more about the formation of the ships, who's all going to be going where. You actually learn some names. So some of the big names, one of the big names is going to be Saitana. Another name is going to be Penelope. And then you also have Willona. And then lastly, you have oh my gosh. You have Kirkus Shadow Snarl. These are all captains. These are all different captains that control a large majority of them. They hold a lot of the power in the area. Good targets for assassination or...
What was the third name? Real quick, my bad.
Nah, dude, beats me. I don't know shit.
Shit, me neither. That's all of them.
No, you're good. So there was Saitana, Willona, and Kirkus.
Penelope. And then Penelope, right?
And Penelope.
Okay. All right. And then, do I know like obviously they're captains, right? But where do they sit on like the captain? Like, are these like the only 4 captains? You know what I mean? Like
These are
they got
these are probably
power,
the big
but-
ones. These are like
Okay.
so these are the 4. So they each so there's the warlord. So each of these are that has the you know the warlord that everyone takes command over. These are kind of like the lieutenants. So each of them probably has 3 ships under their command.
Okay. That works.
Zeus, what do you want to do while you're flying around? Sorry, Dobie, what?
No, you're good.
I'm just kind of looking, seeing what is like, what if there's anything that like catches my eye.
Okay.
Not looking for anything in specific.
Make a perception check.
Okay. $27.
27. Okay. There are lots of explosive barrels in this area. Obviously, usually they wouldn't be where they are, but because people are getting ready and preparing and loading, there's a lot of gunpowder in very crucial areas of the map next to a lot of large ships. And even that catches your eye. That's real good knowledge to know.
Might catch my nose too.
Might catch your nose. There's also you see in the large man of war a shadowy figure that walks around, but it's a small, skinny, shadowy figure inside of the man of war, and you see it for a second, and then it disappears. Like
Okay.
it closes the curtains. Like it was looking out the curtains out the window for a little bit, then closes them.
Okay.
Lastly, this one probably catches your attention the most. That feeling that you got before where you feel like you're home, there are just natural resources of arcane energy throughout this island. And this cove is a huge just place for it. This area is probably rich with just pure magical essence and energy. And so since everyone is kind of like anyone that was born in this realm or from this realm, they're kind of one with the planet. And so that's kind of why you're getting that natural feeling. These reservoirs seem to be everywhere. This place is just rich with this stuff.
Okay. I'd like to go up to one, perhaps maybe in seclusion, if possible.
Yeah. You fly over to one, no problem. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcane. 15.
You get close, you start studying it for a little bit, and you start to realize there's a corruption of dark magic. Something is abusing the planet itself. Something is using the planet's bloodline, its lifeline, against itself. And it's just under the surface, and it seems to be creeping up. And as you peer deeper and deeper into it, you almost get a vision. And there's a flash of like a Mind Flayer's face. And then
Wow.
gone. Like, that's it. And you know someone is poisoning this area. Someone or something.
Gotcha. Okay. So me no touch equal bad. Is what I'm gathering.
Not that
Thalia,
she's big.
what did you do?
Oh, I got a 38 on the percentile.
Okay.
Don't know what that means.
With a 38, you found a magical ring, or you found a magical piece of apparel in there.
Ooh.
The shopkeep doesn't seem to realize that this is magical.
I just love hunting for jewelry, don't you?
He smiles at you, scratches himself on the side. This guy's so you were interested in purchasing.
Depending on price or agreement.
Do you pull up the magical item?
I'll pull it out with like 2 other things.
Yeah. You be looking at 1,000 gold pieces for them 3.
1,000.
That be true. Those Scuffleton, I lost a good man. You know, probably each one is maybe worth about 250 gold pieces, but he's hiking the prices up.
Of course. Oh. Like, 5,000 gold diamonds and then 140 gold. Don't have money, but I want a magic ring. Oh, really? And how much for? And I just like put my hands on the chest and I ask, how much for this?
The entire chest?
The entire chest.
No, I don't. I didn't even expect anyone to have such or such gump. And he kind of tullies over it a little bit. His long, lanky arms. This is a troll, by the way. Kind of reach out over and spin the chest around. He examines the contents for a little bit. You do me a favor. I give you a special discount. Nah, man, I give you about 5,000 gold pieces, 5 platinum pieces, the entire chest.
In what favor would you like?
No, he's doing you a favor.
Oh, he's doing me a favor.
Yeah. By
Was this
only charging you 5,000 gold pieces. For the contents of the chest.
Yeah, and the chest is just jewelry or is it a mixed match of
It's
jewelry?
a mixed match between jewelry and gems.
Okay. Oh. I don't have any other option. Well, since you are doing me such a good favor, I don't necessarily have pure gold, but I do have this diamond. And I'll like hold it up to him.
He looks at the diamond, takes it, examines it. He yells that over, Bushwagon! Some other troll comes out. He walks over, grabs it, gives it back to him. Go ahead and make a persuasion check to see if you can haggle this diamond.
Yeah. I need to break down this fucking diamond somehow, so I guess I'll do this.
How much was the diamond?
It said 5,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I could have swore I heard you say 1,000 like 2 seconds ago. Okay.
14.
14 total.
Yeah. Yeah, it says 5,000 GP diamond.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, man, you have yourself a deal. As he slides the chest over to you and puts the diamond in his vest pocket.
Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this chest, but I want the ring.
As you are looking through the contents of the chest, you find. Make a perception check for me. I didn't think you were gonna buy the whole chest.
Oh, sure, 7.
A 7. There's a hidden compartment under the chest.
Yeah, I open it.
And there's a wand in the hidden compartment.
Yeah, I grab it.
Hey, man, what you got there? As the guy looking at you mess with the chest, not really seeing what you're messing with at the moment.
Enjoying all your fine jewelry, of course. Because I can't see.
Okay. He minds his business. This wand, like you just like a slight flick of the wrist, and you accidentally like blow up. You like destroy some of the crates nearby as they get pushed and destroyed. Now you know that was just a random discharge of magic and not just from the wand itself, but you would have to attune to the wand and spend some time to it, try to figure out what it actually does and what it can do for you.
I pocket the wand. And the ring.
Same with the ring. You'll have to figure out. The ring is like this red ruby on it, and there's like something swirling inside. It almost seems like flames are glittering on the inside of the ring. At which point, both you, Dobie, and Uziris, as you guys are all doing your things, you hear a bunch of chanting and cheering going around. And you all look, and you see at one of the other piers down below that there is a crowd forming, and Olazar and Syrah are in the middle of it as these two guys are facing off. Olazar, the town, or not the town, but there's a crowd around you now, and these people are. Maybe it's not that loud. No, that's not the right song. These people are they're chanting for a fight. And everyone else in the party sees what's going on. The orc takes off his shirt, his clothes, and he's like
I'm following suit.
he's like, "All right, half-breed. Show me what you got." I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Can I be like his boxing coach?
Yeah,
All of us?
You could do that. No, just Olazar. You guys can go in and support Olazar if you want. You guys know what's
yes.
happening. You guys see what's happening.
Yeah, I will fly that direction.
Okay.
I'll wait till the fight starts, and then I'll just start like pickpocketing people that are being distracted by it.
Oh my gosh. Make a sleight of hand check with that.
What them pirates gonna do? They ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay, Olazar, you go first.
Woo.
All right.
Can I borrow your bag of holding real quick?
I go first. I'm gonna throw my first punch at him.
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's a hit.
That's it.
So you took
Okay.
off your shirt, so your AC's gone down.
Yeah, my AC's at a 12 now.
Okay.
And then I got a 24.
Okay, so that's hits, which means I'm a tavern brawler, so I actually roll a D4.
You
plus
have
5.
tavern brawling?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh.
He came ready for a fight.
He came
Same.
ready for. I didn't even know.
He's like, ah, yeah.
6.
All right, 6. That's attack 1.
All right.
Attack 2.
That's a hit. Oh,
Yeah, rough time out here.
Hey, it's a 1 in
go
4 chance.
Do you want to add some flavor to it or anything? You adding anything? You you start doing in some body shots. He's gonna go ahead.
I still have a third attack.
You still have a third attack. Jesus, you're a fighter.
I'm a fighter.
You're a
Full
fighter.
fighter.
Right.
16.
That barely hits.
Okay.
Wait. Does that hit?
Oh,
Yeah, that barely hits. You're good.
barely hits. Okay. Then this is attack 3.
Oh,
Same.
no!
Okay, but I still have a bonus action with Tavern Fighter. I can attempt to grapple him because I'm hitting him with my fist.
Okay.
That's insane.
That's a lot.
Yep. Grapple is just my strength against their.
Man, those D4s don't like you.
Apparently not. Grapple is just I make a strength check against his strength or.
Yeah,
their-
you make a athletics check against his athletics
Athletics.
or acrobatics.
Athletics is even better.
Oh my gosh, you guys rolled the same thing. You
I have
get
a
him.
plus
You get him
9
grappled.
athletics.
As you throw in some body shots, the second he puts his arms down to block him, you immediately go in and you go in for a grapple to take him down to the ground. He then starts to do his counterattacks as he that's a hit on you.
Yep.
As he is being held in the grapple as you two are kind of like going back and forth between grapples, but he starts hitting some strikes in on you. Each one is going to do 6 points of damage as he bashes you once, and then he's going to try to strike at you again. I believe that's a miss. Wait, your AC is 12?
AC is 12 without armor.
Okay, that's a hit.
It's a
He
hit.
might
Okay.
hit you every single time. No, that's not a hit. That's a miss. That's a miss. He misses.
After he got hit, can I like see if he's like weak in any spots?
Yeah, make a perception check. So he hits you once, doing 6 points of damage. Go for it. You haven't grappled. It's hard to tell with 13 as they're like the bodies are kind of going up against each other and they're like wrestling about. It's hard to see. Dobie, what did you get for your sleight of hand?
He got like a 24.
24. Yeah.
24. Okay. If anyone else wants to go, let me know right now. Other than that, go for it.
I would like to attend.
Okay.
He's gonna poop on the guy while he's fighting.
I mean, I would like to be in the turn order, but I'm not sure that I want to like do anything. I just kind of want to be around, like just in case.
Just
Okay.
fly over and poop on the head.
That's fine. I'll let you ready in action, and whenever you're ready to dip in, you let me know.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't-
I will.
Don't worry about the traditional ready this, ready that. Just you're on standby, and you'll the second you want to dip in, I'll let you cast a spell or do whatever.
All right. When shit looks hairy, that's when I
Okay.
step in.
Can I tell how hurt he is from my 3 punches?
Dobie, 469 gold pieces.
169.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is he phased at all?
He's still. I mean, you put in like some good hits, but he's still got some fight in him.
Alright, well, while I have him grappled, I'm gonna keep on punching.
That's a hit.
Okay. Don't be a 1 again. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a 1.
Oh my
Christ.
Well,
Okay.
Another 6 points of damage. So, well, you've done 18, now 20,
24.
24 points of damage total.
Yep. This is attack 2 for this turn.
Oh, natural 1.
Yep.
That's gonna be a miss. Even though you're trying to grapple, you try to get a punch in, and he stops it with his hands. As you pull away, you shake it off. You're trying to strike him again as you have him grappled.
Last strike. It's only a 12.
That is a miss. He goes in. He's going to make seeing that you're doing your thing, he's going to make 2 more strikes on you as he attempts to grab at your ear and yank it off. The first one's going to hit as he pulls at your ear and punches at the side of your face a little bit. And then he takes advantage of your opening. He punches and punches again, right on your, just whacking you right on the face, dealing another 12 points of damage.
That all you have? I can keep going all fucking day.
Go, Olazar! You got him!
Oh, let's go.
Right? Then, gonna keep on throwing
Oh,
punches.
it's a crit!
That's a crit.
Oh my god. So roll your d4. Thalia, anything you want to interject or do? Hey, you rolled a 2.
It's better.
That's literally
And-
double what you've been rolling.
Yeah. Also, because I'm a half orc, I get an extra dice on critical hits.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go for it. What's the extra dice? Oh, wait.
He's a freaking
Wait.
monster.
I think,
So how do you do critical?
well, the extra dice automatically maxes out. So we're going to treat it
Okay.
like a sneak attack. So your extra dice is automatically maxed out, just like your crit dice.
Whoa.
Okay, so I basically get 8 more.
8 more damage on top of that. So
On
he
top
was
of
at
that,
24. You did another 15 points of damage. So now he's at
39
39
so far.
points of damage. Okay, he's going to spend his turn to try to break out of your grapple. So go ahead and roll to contest it. Oh no.
I only did 1 attack.
Oh,
That was my first attack.
that's your first attack. Give him 2 more. Do it.
11.
miss?
That's a miss. Alright, attack 3.
Oh,
Another crit.
my gosh. Another crit.
2 crit.
Okay.
With the 4.
Matt,
Doing
so that's another 17.
absolutely max damage.
Alright, now can I see how hurt he is?
Yeah, go
So,
for it.
39 plus 7, so 56 total.
Wouldn't it be 18 if you're doing max? Or am I missing something?
It's 9 plus
8?
Oh, is it 8?
Yeah, 9
which
plus
is
8.
Okay, never mind. I'll make
15.
sure. Don't worry about it.
so
17.
54
So
right,
he's at
total.
54. Okay, he's
Yeah.
bloodied now. You see, Sierra, that he is leaning heavily on his right leg. Like he's avoiding putting too much weight on the left leg whenever they're shifting around, being held from one another.
I'm gonna yell, go for the left leg!
As you've been bashing and just with pure force bashing in on his rib cage, he then attempts to escape. So I roll to see if he escapes from the grapple.
So, athletics, correct?
Or
I have to do
acrobatics.
something.
Okay, what's up?
With the
is-
commotion, I want to try and get on the dwarf.
Okay, make a stealth
Oh
check
my
with advantage. Oh my god!
Dude, no way.
Another 20.
Bro.
What is
Hey,
happening?
It's forgiving me for
Because of
rolling all
the
those nat ones.
Yeah,
last
you
time.
didn't roll. You rolled so many ones on Halloween. Holy crap! Okay,
16.
16 with advantage.
So. Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're walking up to the ship, you get up to the door and it's locked.
I'm gonna use knock. My knock spell.
Doesn't that create a loud noise?
Never mind.
I mean, did you forget?
I haven't used knock.
Oh, you've never used knock? Yeah, it creates. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just let you do it. That's my fault as a DM.
Certainly would have been
Loud knock
entertaining.
audible from as far as 300 feet emanates from the target item. That sucks.
Yeah, I should have just let it happen.
I do have thieves' tools though.
You're more than welcome to try.
I see in the ship
Who's in the ship?
like a Can you see a window? Like, is there a window?
There's a lot of windows. This thing is as
Try
big.
and-
This thing is as big as the mansion that you grew up in.
I'm gonna misty step into a fucking room.
Into a room.
To an empty room that I can
closed.
see.
They're closed with curtains. Only Azurus was able to see because there was a split second where someone opened the curtains and then closed them.
And
So there's no
never
place that
mind.
you can visually see to teleport into.
Not even on top?
It's higher than 30 feet. Man of Wars are big. Man of Wars are big.
They were the kings of the sea.
Yes, they were. You saw a Man of War that was basically like looking at Grim Reaper.
Yeah, but how many people does it take to drive?
A
you know?
lot.
Oh,
Like
hundreds.
5.
That's why
So,
this one looks
like-
beached. Like 5. 2.
At least
most.
5.
Takes 2 people.
I would say
At the
somewhere
most, dude, at the
between
most.
2 and 50 million.
Damn it.
So like,
Okay.
put it in, I know you guys don't watch Star Wars, so regular ships are Star Destroyers. Man of Wars was Darth Vader's Super Star Destroyer.
Big. Okay.
Oh, I see.
I see, yeah.
There's more information than like you read between
Oh,
the
shit.
lines. There's something going on there.
I was actually wrong in how many cannons they had on each side now that I'm Googling it.
Never mind. I will save my spells.
For whatever reason, I just assumed everyone knew what a Man of War was, and I forget how much of a nerd I am.
So a man of war has 56 cannons on each side.
On each,
God
56
God
On each
damn.
broadside, along with 4 at the bow and 8 at the stern.
Man of Wars were down.
They just did what they wanted, and what are you gonna do about it?
They were
They're like,
up
nah.
to 60
This model-
meters long.
That's a lot of cannonballs that they have to keep on ship.
Yep.
And,
That's
I'm
at least 124.
At least.
At that rate, you know, that's
For
why you gotta
one
load.
shot.
Everything else is gonna be gone by the end of that.
you better hit or else
It would
it's not enough
obliterate.
cannons to go around.
Could
That
you
being said,
imagine?
if you don't hit, then I guess
Now,
one of
it's-
the other
Thalia,
123
you don't
cannons.
have to. I mean, you could climb it. I don't know why I'm giving you ideas. It's not like.
I'm just gonna go ahead and use my thieves' tools.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll for thieves tools. Are you
Dex plus
proficient with thieves
proficiency.
tools?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. It's dex based with proficiency.
Oh, 15 plus 8 is what, 23?
That's enough to get you in as you. The door opens. It's a pretty complicated lock, and the door opens up, and you sneak inside the ship, the Man of War. Okay.
I did find approximately how many crew members a man of war would have.
How many? Is it 2?
Anywhere between 750 to 900.
Jesus.
That's a lot of food you got to keep on ship.
Well, it's also not just they have that many to make sure they can man all their stations. It's that when people die in combat, they can be replaced immediately.
That's a lot of beds you got to keep on ship.
Nah, dude. They just sleep on top of each other.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Just like
they
sleep
they
in a
would
pile.
have
Really got
hammocks
room for the
pretty much on
cannons,
top
dude,
of
right?
each other in the
It's
gun
just-
decks.
It's the literal dog pile just in the corner of the ship.
Sorry, gents, but you know what? We need more ammo.
Okay, so Thaler sneak inside. He is unable to break out of your tight grip, your freaking iron bars grip. So he uses his bonus action and pops rage as he starts snarling and all this other stuff. All the damage you do to him will be half now.
Damn. Oh well.
It's your turn.
All right.
Use an action to try to escape from your grapple.
All right. Well, I'm throwing punches again.
It's a hit. He is bloodied now, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
7. So
7.
Go for the left leg!
3. So 3 points of damage.
Yeah. the next two I will go for the leg that Sierra is trying to direct me to.
Okay. As you start sweeping the leg, you start going at each other as you
That's
grapple.
a crit for me.
You start swipping around.
'Cause I'm a champion.
19's a crit. Jeez Louise.
Yes.
Dude, calm down.
He wasn't bluffing.
Gosh, this is why I've always wanted to play a champion fighter.
Yup.
Does it ever happen? No. You're literally machine gun Luke Skywalker right now. You don't get that reference. I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
He's
Okay,
lighting
so
everything
that,
up and then some.
Okay,
That's
so that's gonna be
24 then. With that next attack. Just for that next attack.
24.
Yeah.
Did you already half it?
Nope, so 12 halved.
12 half. Okay, so he's taken 15 points of damage on top of his. How much damage was he at?
59.
59. Okay. So
And
what is
attack. He total 71.
71. Okay. Jeez Louise.
Or-
Marking this guy.
Nope, 74 because it was 15, not 12.
Okay.
Yeah, 74. And attack 3.
Natural one.
Another nat one.
Misses. Dude, what? You're such a high roller. You don't just roll numbers in between those two numbers.
You're just like-
Nope, it's 1, 2, or 18, 19, 20 so far, for the most part.
Okay. All right.
Did
So he's
you
gonna
hit
go.
to the
He's going
leg?
to attack you twice. Not even try to break out of the grapple. That's a crit. I think a 5 misses. So he crits. He's now in Berserker Rage. So his damage is increased. The crit is technically just 2 damage.
A little
Oh
less.
yeah.
It's
'cause
technically
it's
just
that
1
hard.
damage.
Yeah, because
Plus
it's
the strength.
the normal attack
No,
is
you
1
don't add
plus
modifiers
strength.
to crit.
Yeah.
That sucks. So he's going to. So essentially, he would normally do 6 points of damage, but because he's in his rage, he does another +3 on top of it. So now he's doing 9 points of damage, and then he crit, so he did 10 points of damage with that one hit as he headbutts you a couple times. Just duh! Go for it. Your turn. Unless anyone else wants to interject. But he's bloodied. He's not
Did that
looking pretty
crit
good.
to his leg hurt?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Seeing that you started sweeping at the legs, you just started kicking at them, and you started hitting his shin. You hit his knee once, and he almost buckled over. He cried out in pain. He hollered. It was just like, ah! And in response, he started headbutting you.
Oh,
Can I do
I'm
something
going.
before the fight's over?
What's up?
I wanted to do something before the fight's over.
Sure. What are you trying to do?
Standing stone. Yeah. I'm inside the war. The front door is unlocked. If anyone available is free to come in during the commotion.
Ruby's like, there's more shit to go be stolen, and I'll go.
Do you need help?
Make a stealth check, Dobie. Are you guys going as a group?
I'll stay
You'll stay.
and support. I don't want it to look suspicious.
Everyone just disappears.
Jeez.
18.
That advantage is real nice.
I know, right?
Real nice, huh? You sneak on by. You sneak on board.
I ask, do you need help?
Yeah, I need you to carry some shit.
Not you.
Oh, my bad.
The owl.
That's a very.
Yes, I need you to be my pack owl.
Not too sure yet, but not to be alone. Most likely where the warlord is hiding would be nice.
Do you have any strategy on finding him, or are we just gonna look
Well,
around?
now when you can't fly, you can always just land on the ship.
I will position myself in the air in between this fight and the ship so that I am in the middle of both of them.
Okay. All right. You're keeping an eye on all your friends. Olazor or Sierra? You
I just keep telling him to.
yeah, like swipe the leg. Get
Alright.
going for it.
I'm gonna keep going for that leg then.
Okay, go for it. Good stuff on. I like that creativity. That's a hit.
What the?
That was a weird roll.
Yeah.
It went all over the place. So half that 4.
Okay. Okay. What's he at now?
He was at 74, so 78, I think.
Okay. Okay. 78.
Fairly
Bash
certain.
at the knee. So you bash. You're attempting. You hit the thigh. You hit the legs. You're trying your best to hit the knee. He sees what you're doing. He's trying to avoid it at all costs as he begins pulling at your ear, almost wanting to rip out your ear. That's a hit.
Another 4. So 82 total.
Olazar.
And one last.
That's a hit. Jesus.
Another 4. So 86.
How do you want to do this?
Woo!
So, as I'm I'm kicking at his leg, and when I eventually hit the knee, I want it to snap. And as he falls on the ground, I'm just going to stand over him with my hands on my waist, like, is that all you got? Come on.
So
Keep going.
You have him
Get up.
You have him grappled. You snap his knee. He can't help but fall over. He lands on his back. You look down at him. Everyone's astonished as you took out one of the biggest orcs in the area, and they all erupt in cheers. Rah! And he limps up. Someone tries to go help him, and he shoves them away as he stands on his 1 foot on his now snapped and broken knee. And he looks at you. You are no half-breed. No man can fight the way that you do. And he pounds his chest and then puts his fist on your chest. You fight like a true warrior. What is your name so I can sing it to those?
I am Olazar.
Olazar, I will make sure others fear you. And he's kind of lost some reputation, but you've gained his respect, and you've gained reputation among the pirates. Especially you've hurt his pride when you look down at him and you're like, is that all you got? Because he thought he was hot shit. And now he's just like, he kind of limps away with his head hanging low.
As he's walking away, I will say, you were a worthy opponent.
You see him nod his head, but he doesn't turn around as he takes a seat. And one of the shamans comes by, and there's some spell crafting going on. And you hear a resounding snap, and him just being like, "Oh!"
Been there.
What's that, Sarah?
Well, I wanted to be like, before he walked away, be like, try to touch his shoulder and be like, he wasn't bluffing, huh? And then cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay. We'll.
I
Rewind
was trying to interrupt.
No, you're good. I talk really loudly and over everyone. My apologies. You as you say that, you put your arm and you cast Cure Wounds. You heal him up. It's 2 health.
7.
You snap the bones back into place. It's not a full heal. He grunts and howlers out. Just. I thank you. As he puts his arm on your shoulders, you two have gained some respect. Olazar and Syrah, give yourself inspiration points, and this guy is going to just he again, his leg isn't fully healed. You've put the bones back to where they can grow properly, and he limps back to a spot. At which point the bubble starts. There's bubbling happening at the bay, and there's an eruption of water as these spouts of dark, like tendrils of smoke start spewing out everywhere as the steam rises in this dark arcane energy, and you see as this lump, this mold of black goo starts rising from below, and as it rises, these spikes protrude out of it, and this dark wing breaks out, and another bat-like wing breaks out from the other side and spews out the goo from each and every part of it. As the orb rises from the water, so too does it begin to take form as this black arm breaks out and this head begins to form, and you see this large demonic body within just the coming from the water, and this smoke and essence of dark energy is releasing from this, protruding as this probably 50-foot, maybe nearing the 70, 90-foot tall being looks down at all of you in the bay. And
during the whole spectacle of him appearing, I'm just casually donning my armor again.
Okay, that's fine. Let me see if this works. Why is nothing loading in? I need stuff to load in. I want to show you guys stuff. Okay, computer's not working. Technical difficulties. So basically, once it is, there it is. Okay, so this is essentially what's showing up in front of you guys. Wow, everything.
What just happened?
It's just crashed.
Oh.
Roll20 does not want to work.
I
What
see.
that loading symbol is. Oh, there it is.
I mean, I see something.
Here, I'll zoom in. I'll just zoom in normally. There you guys go. It's not. Oh wait, I can just make it bigger. Oh, right as the image appeared. Son of a. This is essentially what's protruding.
Oh my. That
Well, that doesn't help.
looks.
That's protruding from the water, as it looks a lot like the little shadow demon. I say little, but the shadow demon that lurks within Dobby's shadow. As it, what is happening? As the demon looks down upon all of you. You are not from here. And looks down at Syrah and Olazar. Olazar, you are not prepared. As he looks over at the other crewmates and things like that. We must unleash our forces. We must bring terror. We must explode all that come near. It will be a bombastic and an opportunity like no other. It will be epic. And you realize the syntax and dialogue of this demon is very weird.
I must say in the Sending Stone.
Do we see this? Do we know what's going on?
You guys can look out the window and see this giant
I
demon
found
here.
him.
I look at Prism like you lied.
Prism is just laughing his ass off right now. Just where do you guys go? As you guys are rummaging through the ship, you make it to the captain's quarters. And you're able to sneak in, and you see what seems to be like a teenage girl speaking into a well, and she's doing all the same motions as the demon. And she's just like, and we will topple them, and they will know, they will fear us. It will be the most awesome event that has ever occurred. And the demon's like, it will be the most awesomest event that will ever occur. And
I cast Detect Magic.
you cast Detect Magic, and you see that this whole demon is an illusionary spell. It's a and
Me and Dobby are just in like the doorway, like
yup.
fuck.
And we'll find
Watching.
out next week what happens.
That was me. That was me.
Oh, yup. You guys finally found Dirk.
And
Well. Thank you guys. I had such a good time. Thank you. We're kind of starting Syrah's story arc. We're gonna see how it goes, see where it leads us. I'm kind of excited. I'm always nervous when I start a story arc, but what a good session. You guys spent a lot of time prepping, getting yourselves ready, which is always good. I had fun doing the ocean, the waves, and stuff like that.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good time. And I want to thank everyone else for supporting the stream. If you're catching us on a local podcast or anything like that, you can. It's always on Spotify, Apple TV, YouTube at Digital Hero 101. We always start streaming live at 8 p.m. Central Time. So catch us. And remember, roll to start. Until next time, play nice.